Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the official action. Hello everyone, and welcome to the official action. Hello everyone, and welcome to the official action. Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the non-echoey action RPG stream. YouTube still had the volume on, so I couldn't. It was echoing a little bit. That was my bad. That was my bad. I've been deep in thought. This is way too late. And log out. I saw your YouTube. Hello, hello. I'm here. I'm here. Hold on. Probably check all this stuff. I didn't even look at it. Got the timer working. Invader Zim has subbed tier 3. Dude. Okay, I wasn't going to bring it up because it's like silly because it ends in 2 hours. That sub puts us at, for TP plus for this month, that puts us at 286. Puts us 14 away. It's fine. Thank you, sir. How's it going? How's everything going? What's new and exciting? Sorry I was late. It's awful late. I know. I know. Tonight, episode 4 of the Town Portal podcast kicks off in 1 hour and 3 minutes. I streamed all day. I went out with my daughter after stream, and then the wife was watching TV. So I laid next to her and watched TV and started to doze off. And then she's like, you need to wake up. And then I was all behind. And then, you know, you're all screwed up. So don't worry, we're good. All good things overall, going well. How are you? I am doing great. I am doing great. I got my last Epoch hoodie on. I'm excited to bring Linda on the podcast tonight. We did our technical test yesterday and everything looked good. So I'm hoping everything is nice and smooth. I went through all my tests. I got some questions ready, which should be good. Got to get that nap in. So that's the thing. I legitimately didn't nap. It was that like in between phases. Me and the wife were watching TV and I started to doze off, but I never actually fell asleep. Like not a minute. You need to get log out a hat. You do need to get log out a hat. That's true. That's true. Guilty. Hello, Puritan. What's up, brother? Solo, hello. Wake up. Namtaru? Hello. Star, what's up? Zim, we all miss you, man. We all miss you. Tink, are you streaming tonight? Long time no see. I know. Tink has been mana stacking. Here we go. In front of God and everybody. OMG, is that my wife? Babe, you're embarrassing me in front of the friends. No, she's great. She's not playing a set build. So since she's not playing a set build, I think she's okay. I think she's okay. All right. If you guys don't know Linda. Linda streams LE every day. Brow is always over there. Orange is over there. Guilty's over there. I don't know. Every time she's streaming, all I see is everyone I know. So Linda, who's an action RPG streamer, she's been maining last Epoch, will be joining the Town Portal podcast tonight. Somebody said we need to get some female energy on the podcast. So Linda's going to be joining us. So Linda is going to be joining us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? No, really, like Like, what's the worst that can happen? I think you and Linda are 80%. Me and Linda are 80% of the remaining Last Epoch streamers. Poor Linda. Every time we're streaming Last Epoch, all we get asked is, why are you not playing Path of Exile? That's the question we get. I mean, it's a fair question. Nobody likes a sausage party. Oh, gosh. I know, right? You know, I will say that when you're talking about the true, which sounds silly, Last Epoch streamers, how many are left? No, really, like, out of there was 80,000 plus viewers on Twitch. How many streamers are left playing LE? Us? I feel like the gameplay sounds loud. I'm part of the 20, that's right. There's still some people out there. Not many. But that's okay. That's all right. I like Last Epoch. I think it's going to be a really fun stream. I just joined the club. Wait, what club? The LE streaming club? Gonna be honest, haven't touched LE since 1.0. That's okay. That's totally fine. Hi, Luz. Luz, I was just talking about how somebody said we need some female energy on the podcast. I was referring to you, of course. Today is stream number 2. We already streamed earlier today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Should be fun. I mean, Luz, what's the worst that can happen, right? You know? It's me, you know? Luz. Streaming LE just to hang out a few days a week. You're gonna start streaming? I gotta see this. Oh, I love it. Log out streaming LE, Tink streaming LE. Raven said he wants to start streaming on YouTube. Now Guilty's entering the fray. These echoes are so much fun, where the enemy down here just runs away from you as far away as humanly possible. I really like them. I really like them. If someone could pay off my mortgage, I'll quit my job and stream for fun. Okay, first off, listen. If someone paid off your mortgage, that is a singular expense. What about insurance and trash and electricity and water, you know, and internet and cell phone and groceries and car insurance and gas and fun money? Just paying off the mortgage isn't going to do it, you know? Not gonna do it. I don't know, maybe it would. You could pay off my mortgage. That would be awesome. But I guess I already quit my job to play Last Epoch, so it's like, you know, that doesn't really work for me. That one, I can't use that one. I can't use that one. I'm planning on coming into a large sum of money, going to start playing the lottery. There you go. Can I quit my job? Everybody wants to quit their job. Taru, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Look at that. 809. Thank you so much. I need to be there in 5 hours. Your job? You have to be at your job in 5 hours? Is that true? 5? That's not good. It's also not good that my headset just died. I'm sure it'll kick back on. What did we get? Physical resistance. 1 LP. Tier 1 fire. That's horrible. Oh, hey, log out. When I logged in from this morning's stream to now, I sold an idol for 1.1. I made 4 sales today. I still don't have that much gold, though. I'm at 8.2. 8.2. Now, for pre-show, if anybody has a question for Linda, you can tell me right now. If I feel it's valid, I will add it to the list, okay? And Luz, I don't want to hear a question like, how do you deal with all these idiot guys or something like that. That's actually a pretty good question, if that's your question. That's a pretty good one. Wife is scared to take him, and dad always draws the short straw. I have to take my son to get his kindergarten shots, and I'm nervous about it. Yeah, those aren't good. You just got to go as fast as possible, like ripping off a Band-Aid. And the doctor's normally good about that. They'll have all the shots, like, lined up. So it's like bam, 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 bam. Cover the kid's eyes, hold his hand, just knock him out. And then mentally just be like, as soon as we're done, we're going out for ice cream. So the kid's thinking about ice cream, not the shots. It's easy. Don't ask her about the Raptor build. Warning. Cajun, give me some good questions. Yeah, we're getting a toy and a slushie. There you go. So just keep reminding him about that. Just pull up the AARPG stream for him to watch. Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea. Impossible. I crafted a staff for this earlier. We're still using the set, though. What's your favorite ARPG? And what's your... Wait. Oh, what is your first and what is your favorite? I might have that question already. Let me look. I think I have what games did you grow up playing and what is your favorite? Core Punk? You want me to get Linda to play Core Punk? Technically, it's an isometric view, so I could just lie to her and tell her it's an action RPG. I mean, by definition, it kind of is. Yeah, I got it. Thank you, sir. Technically, it's torture. Okay, that's also true. What games did you start streaming? One of the questions. All right, I'll just throw that on there. Favorite ARPG of all time. It's not torture. Core Punk's the best. Don't clip that. You know what I meant. Josh, how's it going? We are 50 minutes, 5-0, till the podcast kicks off. Ask why she's afraid of loot filters. I've got that question from you already down. I don't really understand it, so I think it'll be a great question, you know? Why is Linda afraid of loot filters? Unfortunately, since the podcast is so late, a lot of people are just going to have to catch the post on it tomorrow, which is understandable. Frosty might have some of the same questions. That's okay. We'll just go into her favorite movies, favorite music. Said we'll talk about her dating life, you know. I can't talk about her dating life. She lives with her boyfriend. That'd be inappropriate. So we won't go there. I got birds. I got the birds. Just jumped in, Mr. LaRue. I got a little bit of a late start, Frosty. So, I've basically been on camera live for the last 15 minutes. So we're just getting going right now. How are you doing? How's your energy level? You hanging in there right now? I should be okay. All right, well, certainly doesn't instill a lot of confidence, but that's fine. As long as you think you'll be okay, I'm good with that. Frosty has not gotten a lot of sleep recently, just FYI. She is from Sweden, but lives in Slovenia, so you could ask her why Europe hates freedom. That's a good idea. Yeah, we'll start there. Slovenia? Is that where, This was a very stupid joke. Never mind. It'll be funny if he falls asleep during the podcast. He probably will fall asleep. Frosty's he's gonna go out. It's east of Italy, I see. My joke was, is that where Van Helsing lives? It's really stupid. I know. I'm aware of how dumb it is. Yeah, it was. Where Van Helsing lives, or how stupid the joke is? Hey, Brow, I sold an idol for 1.1 million. What do you think of that? I know it's not that much. How does red rings and ominous did you find? So far, I have not found any red rings since this update has hit, but I have found 2, maybe 1 ominous. I haven't checked mine because I've been playing my COF character. I see. Building up that currency. I told you I got to do that soon. 46 minutes until the podcast. If you have any questions for Linda, let me know. I will add it to the list. Also, no red rings. I heard they're easy to get. Czar was talking about he finds 2 a day or something. Thanks for the Swarmblade Hive Queen build. It was a blast to play. I'm glad you liked it. That's a fun one. Must be a streamer buff. That could be it. Why are we still in here killing stuff? We got almost 2 levels today. Shaman's closing in on level 97. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Rotting Horde with extra crit. Why not? No. What's up, Feldens? Doesn't she really hate gaming chairs? Word on the street is you really hate gaming chairs. Explain. All right. Gaming chair question submitted. Have fun tonight. I have to go to bed. Good night, Luz. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. I can't believe that hit us. Come on. All right, that one we deserve to get hit. Gaming chairs are a sham. Our office chairs are way better. I feel like I have tested a lot of these. They're getting closer and closer. The cheap gaming chairs, you're paying for like the red stitching. That kind of stuff is stupid. All right, Mr. Emperor of Corpses, you are going down. 42 minutes till podcast kickoff. And we got a 67% high roll crit avoidance. Very nice. High roll bleed on hit. High roll melee leech. High roll necrotic dance. We got, and that was like, all of our blessings were very nicely rolled. And like that, we have 100% crit avoidance. And our resistances took a hit. 104. Dragon Flame Edict. Nope. And shield I will take. I'm excited for this podcast. I think it's going to be fun. As long as we can stay awake, me and Frosty, it's going to be a really good time, I think. Might as well fight the Rotting Horde again, since we already have it up. Now, I was talking to Frosty earlier. He's like, all I want to talk about is Diablo 4. I'm like, come on. Is that really all we're going to talk about? I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. But I know that's what he was thinking. %. See? He admits it. He admits it. She's playing D4 next week. Me too. Friday, we kick off Dwarven Realms Season 0, which I should try and get Frosty to play. That would be a good one. And then on the 6th, we'll move from Dwarven Realms to D4. I hear you have a bird. Do you know that there... Oh, yeah, I'm going to die reading your chat. I heard you have a bird. Did you know that Diablo 4, there's a bird in the first cutscene? Okay, we probably have some similar questions. I've got a lot of bird questions, so that's fine. We can just elaborate on that the whole time. Yeah, I go to say hi to Linda in the morning, and Frosty's in stream, Guilty's in stream, Brow's there, Orange is there, Cajun's there. Like, what? What? Where did all you guys come from? Uh-oh. All resist, physical, melee. Much worse blessings. Who is Linda? Linda is a full-time streamer that covers action RPGs. No, I'm just hunting blessings right now. So I'm just trying to go quick. Okay, we need to get this one higher. Yeah, Risen. She, if you literally log into Twitch in the morning, like I live in Idaho, so whatever morning, if you're in the States morning and you go to Last Epoch, you will see Linda streaming. She's normally the top streamer for the game too, which is good. So we'll talk some LE today, and talk some Titan Quest, talk some D4. Me and Frosty will try and keep our eyes open while she is drinking her coffee, because it's morning time for her. Lou said we got to have female energy on the podcast. I feel like I'm a good listener. So, I know nothing about Titan Quest, so I'll be learning for myself. That's fine. Your day will come where the podcast will be focused around WoW. And then I get to sit there and be like, I had a level 50 Warlock 20 years ago. So, you know, there's that. Does that count? $37 minutes. That was cool. Zim came by tonight. I miss Zim. And Puritan. I need to stream more late night streams. Hey, what's up, Conger? You ready for this? You're not ready. Come on, you're not ready. Tell the truth. I made this today. Chill, cold penetration, stun chance, elemental damage, cold damage. And the coldest tier 7. And this is the staff that gives you mana regen. Nice. Then I made this one. Spell crit strike, freeze rate, cold penetration. So I got a couple here. Both of them probably need to be re-rolled in the implicit. Wonder what this does for crit strike chance. Oh. Per the tooltip, it makes the crit strike go down. Go figure. Whatever. This game's broken. That's pretty cold. I know, right? It's pretty cold. I concur. I concur. Impossible. Yeah, so we'll talk some LE. We will talk some Titan Quest. We'll talk some D4. Then we'll put Linda in the hot seat. And Frosty said he doesn't know what he's going to ask because he can't ask his normal facial hair questions. I'm pretty new, but should we be trying to just max resistances or overcap due to monster shredding? No, just try and get him at 75. 75 is good. But if it goes over, it's still fine. Normally, if you just want really easy, okay, get as much life as possible, get your resistances, and get crit avoidance. I would start with those three. Life, crit avoidance, resistances. And then again, based upon your class, you can go into ward, you can go into dodge, you can go into armor, you can go into endurance, you can go into life regen, you can go into shield or block with block effectiveness. You can go into parry chance. There's lots of options. You can go into damage reduction. You can go into reduce bonus damage from crit instead of critical strike avoidance. Yeah, there's a lot in there. 32 minutes. It's slowly coming together. Definitely going to be a game I return to at each Diablo 4 season wind down. Are you excited for season 5? Crickets? What? You heard crickets? Yeah, season 5 should be better than I expected based on the PTR alone. Tomorrow on this stream we're gonna watch the D4 season 5 campfire. So I'm hoping there's some good stuff in there. I've got a pair of boots from the egg that got reduced critical strike bonus damage to 110 because of the implicit and the egg. That's a nice pair of boots. That's where, like, let's say you have that pair of boots and it's got hybrid health, vitality, movement speed. Every character. It doesn't even matter unless you have to have a unique there. That's every character, your pair of boots, and you never have to worry about crit. I like those types of items. All your dreams will come true with season 5. You got the inside scoop, huh? Where are we at? 30 minutes. All right, after this run, I'm going to post on socials, 30-minute warning. Frosty, is your camera going to work right at the beginning or no? Is that you have to reboot your system again? It's okay. Late night with Action RPG. It's podcast night. Tonight is episode 4 of the Town Portal podcast. We are bringing in Action RPG streamer Linda so that she could teach me and Frosty a thing or two. It's going to be fun. Kicks off in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And again, if anybody has any questions for Linda, feel free to put it in chat now, and I could add it to my list. We'll do the normal intro, chat for a while. Then we'll look at some things together on the extra screen. Then we'll move over to the hot seat. And then we'll do a Q&A if anybody has any questions directly for Linda. It'll be fun. This build is too easy. You just run around. Terrible. Terrible. Physical. Well, I guess that's something. Awesome. Can't say I've had a dream about Season 5 yet, but I'm hyped. We'll look at some Season 5 stuff tonight. Yeah, I played the PTR, and what was it? I played the new campaign, so I played the new story, and then we played 2 runs of the wave system, and I think that was it. We streamed it a day. Oh man, podcast starts when I go to bed. I know. So Linda is 8 hours ahead. So because of her being 8 hours ahead, we were trying to find a time that works. And it's, you know, reasonably late for me and Frosty, right? I think for me right now it's 10:30. For Frosty it's 11:30. And Linda, it's 6:30 a.m. So it'll be her morning. She'll be drinking coffee. Oh, you're 2 hours ahead. Oh, it's 12:30. Oh, Frosty's gonna be hurting. Oh, Frosty's gonna be hurting. Yeah, he's gonna be hurting. Oh, he's awake. He's awake. We found a 3 LP that's worth nothing. I just drank coffee. Wait, did you actually drink coffee? You're gonna have more energy than me. Wait, Frostylaroo is on Eastern time zone? It's, I mean, if... Yeah, right? He needs to be on mountain time. It's all about mountain time, you know? Something like that. But people are like, mountain... Whenever I tell people I'm on MT, they're like, what the hell is that? I go, mountain time. Worst time zone for streaming is Eastern. I thought he was West Coast based on when he was streaming. You hear that, Frosty? You don't even live in the right place. Jeez. Wait, why is Aaron up this time of night streaming? Look at the clock above me. Episode 4 of the Town Portal podcast. Kicks off in 25 minutes. Oh, yeah. Foxy, foxy, foxy. And you ready for this? A girl is coming on the podcast, huh? I don't know. Do you know what those are? A girl. I know, it's weird. I know. I'm up to 576 corruption on Raptors. That's what I like to hear. Still pushing for 1,000. That's what I like to hear. I got to 640 and stopped. Seems like a weird time slot. Okay, let me explain. I just explained, but I'll explain again. It's okay. I know it's weird. Linda, who's going to be joining the podcast, joining the stream, is 8 hours ahead. So we were trying to find some way where we're all awake. And the only way we could make it work was Linda's morning. So she's 7 a.m., I'm 11 p.m., and Frosty's 1 a.m. Figure we'll punish Frosty because he's a D4 super fan anyways. So that's kind of the plan. OMG, I hit the jackpot. I love her. Yep. Linda. Is joining the podcast tonight. Welcome back, you ARPG zombies. D4 superfans, stay up till 3 a.m. working on AI songs. Linda, listen. Look, you see you got her birds in the background and everything. Linda, listen. I hit the jackpot. Look at that. You hit the jackpot. 22 minutes. All right, let me do my social post real quick. Hey, Frosty, just to make things interesting tonight, just so you're aware, my headphones have turned off twice now. So that should be fun. Aaron, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know you could stay up this late past your bedtime. I know. I'm not used to it either. I don't know how I'm going to make it. I'm sure it'll be fine. And... King Konger has gifted 1 sub to Frostylaroo. Would you look at that? That's very kind. Look at that. We're 10 away from our goal. 10 away from our goal. Aaron, the minion god. I don't know about that, but thank you. All right, final social post. Discord's up. X is up. Right. Imagine not subbing to Aaron and Frosty. Thank you guys. And gals. Thank you so much. All right. If Linda sleeps in and forgets the podcast, we could just ask each other bird questions for an hour. That is a great idea. She's probably is going to sleep in. She's going to be like, why the hell am I here with these guys? Which, I mean, I don't know why either. So that's... And Linda's awake. She's already awake, so it doesn't matter. Valid question. Hi, Linda. First question. What the hell? Why would you agree to come on this? That's a good first question. That's a good first question. I like that. Do you not know Frostylaroo? And Fox has donated 10 subs to the channel. We have hit our goal of 820. Need some polka. Oh, geez. Here at Action RPG, level 2 hype train or higher, the polka will flow until the hype train is over. It appears we're getting some pre-show podcast polka now. This is what everybody's here for. Oh, I thought the song was over. Perfect boss music. Exactly. We got a world splitter. I hope you all enjoyed your beautiful, majestic polka. Thanks, Fox. That was very kind of you. We have hit our goal of 820 subs. 820. Man. Unbelievable. Is this a Weird Al track? It is not Weird Al. This is the beautiful, majestic polka of Pretzel Rock's polka jam. What, Conger? What? You want more polka? You didn't get enough yet? Is that where we're at? Jeez. 12 minutes. Heck yeah, I want more. No, you don't get any more. You've had enough. Oh, now he's sad. I teased him like that. Oh, that wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I always enjoy your I always enjoy your content. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that.
It's about to go down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's about to go down. Sorry, King. Don't get mad at me.
Brother, this guy stinks!
You don't mean that, right? Right? Buddy? Right?
Guns. Lots of guns.
I don't have any guns on my character. I got a couple of guns, though, you know? You get it? People call their arms. It's not very funny when you explain it like that. Stop yelling. 10 minutes, everybody. T-minus 10 minutes till podcast kickoff. Stop yelling. I know I am yelling. I am yelling. No, I'm refunding your standing time. Very clever. Very clever. Monster standing time. Now I'm mad at you. We're officially in a fight. Yep. We're in a fight. Standing time.
All right, that's it. Dishonor. Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
I gotta remember to disable blurps sometimes. Next, you're gonna play that freaking that Shrek one. Oh my gosh. I keep saying I need to delete the Shrek one. People will play it when I'm not paying attention. Loud and annoying. I'm just trying to play the game and relax. All right? That's it. Zim's still here. We wanted a SpongeBob. I need it. Did we not get that one in? We do need that in. Where in the hell are these things? Impossible. Nope, not yet. All right, we need to get that. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. I think I'm going to let Frosty do all the talking. Show us how to talk to the ladies. He's a ladies' man, I think. Crab ring. All right, everybody. We are 8 minutes away. 8 minutes away. Linda will be joining the podcast with me and Frostylaroo in 6 minutes. Less than 7 minutes. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. I'm half asleep, but it's okay. That's why it's going to be fun. I don't know, Aaron. If you weren't a ladies' man, I don't know if you would still be alive after the last week of the family reunion. All right, that's half true. That's half true. Is Frosty a real person or just AI? Okay. I get why people are fooled, but a lot of people are like, dude, Frosty, your background is sick. And he'd be like, it's AI. And then he like takes it off and it shows like the room he's in. I love it. Who is Linda? Well, you're going to find out. Linda's a full-time action RPG streamer. She streams in the mornings, or I guess in the nighttime. Currently maining Last Epoch. Yeah. She's a girl that loves action RPGs, right? She's awesome. A unicorn? She's a unicorn? That's pretty funny. She's a unicorn. Oh, that's pretty funny. Frostylaroo. Somebody was asking if you are AI or not. I said I didn't know how to answer, but I know your background, you know. Let's just say yes. I am AI. Or are you Al? I didn't get a chance to watch Frosty's PoE video today. I mean, it's not about his #1 being a super fan, so I don't know why I'd watch it. It's clippy. It's not about Diablo. Why watch it, you know? Will Linda stream it too, Aaron? No. No, it'll only be here. I mean, she could if she wanted to. Totally, I mean, I wouldn't care if Frosty or Linda streamed the stream. A lot of people thought that too, that your AI or your background is real. We should just say it's real and say, dude, I spent like 20 grand on it or something. Probably pull it off. You're good at editing. You merely adopted the AI. Frosty was born in it. Molded in it. That's true. All right, everybody. I think this is the last echo of the night. This is it. Tomorrow stream D4 Season 5 Campfire. That's exciting. Here, we'll put our world splitter in. Ooh. Better run away. The nearest Dairy Queen location, you can use the Dairy Queen store locator on the app. There you go. There you go. Thanks, Frosty. I can always count on you. You can always count on me. Frosty is a pretty dependable guy. That's true. That is true. A good guy? I don't know. Dependable, yes. No, he's a good guy, too. He's a good guy. Have a good stream. I'm calling it a night. What? I got to throw your picture up at least. So you're like there and then it's truly AI Frosty. Maybe we could like make your mouth move just randomly every once in a while. Something like that. Dependable. Just shake up and down. That would do the trick. That would do the trick. Okay. 40 seconds left. If anybody has a last minute question they'd like to submit, now is the time. Shoot, if I would have had more than 2-minute notice, I could have pulled his voice up for a puppet seat, right? You could have. You missed the golden opportunity. You squandered it. You squandered it. Where is Mike and why so long no news from the devs? I mean, he streams every Friday, so you could get news there. Windblaze, hello. And the clock is at 0. It is officially 11 o'clock. Why so serious? All right, everybody. This clock is gone. Goodbye. And clock is goodbye. All right. Podcast is starting. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to switch back to the starting screen. I'm going to bounce out, go get Frosty and Linda, and we will be starting episode 4 of the Town Portal podcast. Woohoo! I'm also going to run, just be warned, I'm going to manually run a 3-minute ad. Okay, that'll turn off pre-rolls for 1 hour. I'm doing everything I can to try and mitigate ads during the stream. It's freaking impossible. So I'm going to do that right now. I'll see you all in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. All right. See you in a minute.
tonight, along with Aaron and Frosty. We're taking flight, tune in, level up, turn the quest. In the world of action, we're the best. Welcome to the Town Portal Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of the Town Portal Podcast. My name is Aaron, the owner and operator of the YouTube channel Action RPG. And with me, as always, is my co-host, and he's not AI. He is a real person, I think, unless he's tricking me. Frostylaroo, say hello, sir.
Hello, everybody. Thanks, Aaron. I'm thrilled about today's episode because we have a special guest joining us today. I believe her in-game name is Limark. I'm sorry if I don't say that correctly, but her real name is Linda. She's a phenomenal streamer and content creator who has captivated the gaming community with her incredible skills and engaging personality. Linda, we're so excited to have you here this morning, or really late at night, depending where you are. How are you today or this morning?
What a lovely intro. That was so nice. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here. I'm so excited. I'm like, "Drrrr." My heart is beating.
Don't be nervous. I know that doesn't work. Okay, I give Frosty lots of crap because I'll intro the podcast. Frosty, you intro the guest. And he normally fumbles over it. So I think
I wrote it down this time.
He really prepared to intro Linda, which is absolutely awesome.
I loved it. It was beautiful.
No,
Thank
you did a great job. You did it absolutely
I don't know if I
Yeah.
should do it on the fly next time because it's kind of funnier, but I didn't want to mess up 3 times in a row.
No. That was absolutely great. We
Okay.
got a great podcast scheduled for today. We're going to go for about 90 minutes. We're going to talk to Linda, ask her some questions, see what game she played and how she got to where she is today. We're going to talk some Last Epoch. We'll talk some Titan Quest 2, some Diablo 4, because of course with our biggest super fan, we got to talk some D4. And then we'll put Linda in between 2 portals in the hot seat, and we'll hit her with some of those hard-hitting questions. And then at the end of the podcast, we'll open it up to Q&A if anybody has any questions for any of us or Linda. So it should be pretty fun. Frosty, do you want to start with the first question, sir?
Yeah, my first one is usually a pretty easy one, but I'm just curious. What video games did you play growing up? What video games are you in your current rotation of games? And are there any games that you're excited about in the future?
Okay. First question. Games. My favorite game when I grew up.
Yeah, favorite or just
okay.
a few games that you played growing
Now,
up.
it's
yeah.
hard because favorite game, there's different ages, so you
Yeah.
could talk about
A few different ones,
yeah, just some ones
Okay.
that really come to mind when you think of gaming in your youth.
So the thing about me growing up and gaming, I was old school parents. You shouldn't sit at the computer. You shouldn't play games. You should be outside, hanging with your friends. So I basically just played all games behind their back.
Nice.
Okay.
And I played what we had. And mostly it was my brother. He had the console. He had all the games. He had, so. But what I did play was such a huge random list of games. They
Okay.
weren't even close. I remember I played Medal of Honor on PlayStation 1.
Okay.
I played Casper the Ghost. Do you
Oh, wow.
remember?
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Casper, the friendly ghost. Yes.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we had. But also I played Tekken 3, I
Okay.
think it was. And then I would say, what else did we have? And we had so many games that I just played. And you remember those demo CDs that you got with
Oh, yes.
magazines?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I played anything. I played Tank Wars. I just played it because it was fun. So yeah, I don't really have a favorite game. Like people come to my stream and they say, "Oh, D2, my favorite. Oh, it's childhood memories, nostalgia." I don't really have that.
Okay.
So that's why I'm catching up now.
Oh,
I'm
that's
literally
okay.
playing everything. Since I moved from home, I played games nonstop. So
And what games are you playing now? What are your rotation?
well, on stream is just ARPGs, but before that, I loved all kinds of games, mostly open world adventure games like Assassin's Creed, Uncharted, Skyrim, those kind of games. But I also am a sucker for point and click games. I just love those as well.
That's awesome.
Guess that's it. Yeah, it's just I like all kinds of games, some less than others, but yeah, I just love games in general.
If you're okay sharing, I already see a bunch of people in chat asking where you're from. So, like, where'd you grow up?
Oh, we didn't say that. I'm
I know.
Swedish. I'm Swedish, but I currently live in Slovenia because my boyfriend is Slovene.
Okay, I thought it was a Bronx accent for a second.
Okay.
I don't even know. I thought I didn't even know you had accents really in America, except for Texan.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
accents.
No, it's just one accent and then the Texan accent.
Yeah, exactly. That's all
Yeah, there's some different accents in America, right? The Texas accent. Okay,
Yeah.
Linda, how many days a week are you streaming?
5 days now. I have learned. I used to stream every single day for since I started.
Yep.
And then I started taking off Wednesdays not long ago, and
Okay.
now I'm taking weekends off. So yeah, 5 out of 7 now.
So
How long-
currently,
Like a
you would
healthy-
say you're a full-time streamer, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And when Frosty asks what games are in your rotation, so does that, like, some people play PoE, then jump to Last Epoch, then jump to Diablo? That, like, what are the games? Do you have games that you're currently jumping through?
I don't have a specific list, but I'm building it up, I guess. I will obviously LE Last Epoch
Obviously.
is the game that started it all, basically, when it comes to ARPGs on my channel.
I
And
like
then
that answer.
Yeah, I just love Last Epoch. It's a great game. And then that I will always come back to. And then we have, I tried PoE now twice. I just can't get into it. It's not that it's complicated or anything. It just doesn't pull me in for some reason.
Okay.
You completely get it though, right? You're playing, you're like, you understand everything. You just
I do
don't
my
like
own
it.
builds. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm
Got it,
I'm not
got it.
stupid.
If the game is
so-
almost too easy to play, is the problem.
Yeah, it's
I remember
like-
my grandma playing it when I was younger. It was
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so you get it. But no, it just didn't pull me in. So I'm waiting for PoE 2. I will definitely try that out.
Okay.
I'm really excited for that. And then it's Diablo 4, I guess.
Of course.
I-
of course.
I just, it's our favorite, right, Frosty?
Oh, yeah. Damn right.
So I've added that to my rotation. I started season 4, and I think I wasn't sure I was gonna continue, but somehow, I don't know. I just felt like playing it again, so I'm gonna jump on the next season as well.
So as of
and
right
then-
now, you're a full-time streamer. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What made you want to be a full-time streamer?
Well, actually, I started on YouTube, so I started
Okay.
doing videos on YouTube, and I guess I always wanted to stream because it seemed very of course, it seems very fun, but I was so scared to do it because it's scary when you start out.
Yep.
So, but when I finally got the courage, I started streaming on YouTube, and then I eventually went to Twitch. And here we are now.
Oh, that's cool.
But why? Yeah, I hate editing.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
see.
I absolutely
understand
hate
that.
editing, so streaming is perfect because then I don't.
Streaming
have
is
to
fun. Editing takes
Oh.
a lot of work, and sometimes it's
Oh, yeah.
just like. Sometimes people don't watch your video that you spend a ton of time editing on. But
Frosty,
going
you're
forward,
a professional editor. That's your job. You're an editor.
I know.
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. He's so good at editing.
it. He is
Oh.
very, very good at it.
Amazing.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
such great videos.
But yeah, back to your streaming. You mentioned your parents didn't really let you play games when you were little. You had to sneak it. Do they know what you do now?
Oh, good question.
Yeah. Now it's like, ooh, how's that? They don't know what it is. They don't, Like they don't understand what streaming on Twitch is. Like they're like, okay, but is it going well?
Interesting.
Will you make money on it? I'm like, I hope so eventually.
Have you tried explaining to them what exactly it is?
I explained like I play games, people watch and talk to me.
Okay, all right.
The,
Yeah, I'm at a point now where I tell my parents I have a World of Warcraft raid tomorrow. I can't go to dinner, and they know what I'm talking about. It took a little while, but they eventually learned it.
But they will tell you just to pause the game. It's okay, you can pause anytime, right?
I mean, even my wife is like, I understand YouTube, right? You make a video, people watch it, there's ads. I don't understand streaming. It took her a long time too, and that's my wife. During my last subathon that went for 31, during my only subathon that went for 31 days, like my family, they could not. I totally get that. Even my mom's like, I don't understand. Like, I can't figure it out.
But I haven't really showed them either. If I showed them, it would have been a difference. But
no, they never watched you yet. Okay.
I don't think they don't know what Twitch is, and they don't use YouTube either. So it's just
sounds like my kind of people. Those are my kind of people.
So your name, am I saying it right? Limark?
I don't know. So here's the deal.
You don't know?
Because it's just made up. It's my names, but the first letters of my names.
Okay, I was gonna ask where it came from. So that makes sense.
It was just I hate making up usernames. It's I hate it. I always take anything that I can see in my room.
Okay.
But I felt like my username shouldn't be like coffee cup or sock or
that's usually what my passwords are.
Sock and coffee cup, those two combined, or one or the other?
Sock, coffee cup. Yeah. No. So. That's what it is. It's Linda Maria Kristin.
Wait. What? Say that one more time.
Linda Maria Kristin.
Frosty, can you repeat? Frosty, can you repeat that for me really quick?
It's Swedish. Yeah.
Yeah, I could. Yes, I could.
Later.
Yeah.
Not now.
I'm not going to, but can I?
But you can if you want to. It's basically Linda Mariah Kristin. I don't know. I say.
So
Linda
before we
Mariah
go deep down,
Kristin.
But it's Maria. Oh, I say it. It's very Swedish. I can. Should I write it in chat?
No. I mean, it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. So that's where it comes from. That's all. That's like how fun that was.
How would you pronounce it? Your Twitch name?
Limarch.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
That's how I think I've been doing it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but people say Limarch. It doesn't really matter. Some people call me Lim, some call me Lima, some call me Li. It's just doesn't matter.
My question
but I heard arch means butt in German, so that's fun.
My question is, do you think you've heard Linda listen more than I've heard you've done messed up Aaron? I wonder who has heard which one more.
Actually, it has never come up in my stream, but in your stream, it's come up a lot.
Linda listen?
I don't know what that is.
It's a video where there's a kid talking to his mother, and the mom's name is Linda, and he just keeps saying, Linda, listen. It's just this stupid.
Oh, okay.
It's this.
Yeah, he's arguing with his mother, and you can clearly see that he's picked that up from his father. So yeah, they're having an argument because the little guy is trying to convince her of something. So he's calling her by her first name and like, honey, listen, Linda, honey.
Yeah,
correct. You know Aaron though, right, Frosty?
I do know that one.
Okay,
yes.
You know that one.
Yes, don't have to explain that. But yeah, so any hobbies outside of streaming that you have interest in?
I do crochet on and off. That's one thing, but it really goes in periods when I feel like it. But right now, it's more. I just do everything that I don't know. I do only stuff that has to do with my stream now. Right now, I think I'm so involved in that, and you probably know how it is. You just. So
I have zero hobbies outside of video games.
Nah.
if you were gonna leave your house, you had to leave your house, what would it be for?
Me.
Yes.
But so I mean, like, is it?
I'd go play games somewhere else.
I'm trying to think.
I just bring my Steam Deck goes to the park.
Yeah,
If
bring a
I have
Switch.
to leave, well, I do like to go for walks and such, but I don't know. There's people out there. Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
Oh,
Did you know?
I've seen it.
No, I don't go out. I don't think I go out often. No. But I do have one more thing. I read a lot of books.
Okay.
I like reading. Yeah.
Do you have
Okay.
anything you've crocheted at arm's reach?
No.
Okay.
okay. What is your favorite thing to crochet?
Tiny little figures, I think, like amigurumi, if you know what that is. It's just tiny figures. It depends. I also like to crochet for other people. It's more fun to do it for someone else than for me. So I did actually some Pokemon from my nephews, which was fun.
My wife is in chat right now. Wifey Action RPG. I want her to crochet me something awesome. So you have a request too, just FYI.
Me.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
Good luck.
I'll try to find something cool to make.
All right. So back to, I guess, your streaming before we continue on. Do you get any? Has everyone been kind of positive in your stream? And if not, what negative comments do you get, and how do you handle them? Like, what do you get that just kind of annoys you?
What drives you
I've been-
nuts?
I've been very lucky, honestly. I have a great community and they all are very positive. There have been some negativity occasionally, but I know
Mhm.
it's unavoidable.
Or you
Yep.
ban them? They're
Um,
gone.
They don't exist anymore.
Okay.
No, but I'm kidding. No, I try to keep it positive, and if there is negativity, the negativity is usually this game suck.
Mhm.
So
Why do you
that's
play
the most
Last
common.
Epoch? This game sucks. Do you get that once in a while?
Oh, this dead. This game is dead. So on.
Weird.
And
Ugh.
but I'm just like, okay, well, you don't have to play it if you don't want to. It's
Yeah.
I usually my strategy is just I'm just
Ignore them.
ignoring it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not worth it to feed it.
I never get that when I play D4. No one comes in and says this game sucks. They're all like, amazing game. You're awesome for doing this. Love
Yeah,
this
you
game.
chose the
Keep
right
going."
game for sure.
So normally in my stream, when I hear Ellie's dead, why do you play this? You're playing a game that isn't good. Normally, before I even can say something, there's like 5 people in my chat that have already like jumped down that person's throat. But
Yeah.
I normally can't
That is how-
ignore it either because I turn into like Papa Bear of Last Epoch and feel like I have to defend it. I don't know why. I know I
Oh,
probably
man.
should
Yeah.
just ignore it.
They love that, though. They
I
love it.
know,
And then
I
they just want
know.
to come and poke you more.
Yep.
I know.
That's what I think also. If you just ignore it, it doesn't feed them what they want. So they say like 1 or 2 things and then okay. And then they leave. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that's how it is. I have, this is a weird thing. There's so much negativity about every single ARPG game and I don't get it. It's very sad actually. I feel like
Yeah, the
why do
community
you
is very
play a
tribal.
game
I
that
know.
you clearly are annoyed with? Why do you keep playing it? Then you stop playing it and play something else. Don't come and complain about it. It's just
This
and it's so
is
much
a great
comparing and
conversation.
it's just I just feel it's so much negativity. I don't like it. I don't care for it. And don't play the game if you don't like it.
Frosty, you can
Yeah.
probably comment on this since you play a lot of World of Warcraft. I was talking with my community and I said, maybe I just have blinders on. Maybe it's like it in every community, like first-person shooters or Battle Royale or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, lately in the action RPG community, I always used to think it's kind of happy-go-lucky, and that's not the sense I get now. It feels like Yeah, a lot of people are tribal. It's like you can't have
It turned
two
into
things.
a war.
Yeah, it's like
It
Yeah.
turned into a freaking war. That shouldn't be a war. It should be every game for itself. Don't over compare. It's just over comparing right now. It's
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
no game are the same. That sucks. But
yeah.
it's all different for reasons. We all like different. That you don't have to force yourself to like it if you don't. So yeah, it's just this war that happened, and I don't know where it came from. It's
I'm gonna say most people like the game, and you're gonna hear like the vocal minority. There's actually a lot of good ARPGs out now, and that's really never been the case
we're
a few
so
years
blessed
ago.
right now with so
I
many
know.
RPGs.
Then
I guess that's the problem.
yeah, you just get people love the genre. So there's a fine
Mm.
line between love and hate. So you're going to get people that are viciously angry at people going to the next league season cycle because people are leaving their league season cycle, and they're mad because they're engaged, and that's almost a good thing. With World of Warcraft, back on that, it's gotten to a point now where all the anger's already happened.
It's
So
out.
now
It's
people
out.
are apathetic about it. They just don't care. So they left. They just like there's no like you either like it or you don't talk about it. And that's pretty much how WoW is now. And you don't want that really with your community. You kind of want them to be a little angry because it kind of helps the developers being like, "Hey, maybe we can work on something. The game gets better." And I guess everyone eventually is going to be able to find their favorite game and maybe stop saying another game sucks, but that's probably never going to happen.
But isn't it kind of weird? I mean, I know Linda has to deal with this because I deal with it, but it's like you're streaming Last Epoch and a random like what makes that person join your stream and say, "Hey, why do you play this game? It sucks." Like that's I mean,
right?
in my head I'm thinking like, man, this person is in like a really weird place probably in their life. That's a pretty weird thing.
That's the
to
thing.
do,
We
you know?
mirror we all mirror so much more of our internal selves than we think whenever we complain, whenever we, I see behind that. I'm like, okay, so I know there's something else bothering you.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
just had the need to go and say this for some reason.
It's
But,
very
yeah, I
weird
know
when they
there's
come to a
something.
stream. Like
Yeah.
for YouTube video, I've had that because I just came out with like a Path of Exile video, and I do only D4 usually. And people came in and being like, "Why are you doing Path of Exile? Aren't you D4?" I'm like, "Okay, makes sense because they got recommended my video."
Yeah.
For Twitch, it's like they see you're playing Last Epoch. They either go to your channel directly or they go to like the Last Epoch page and they click on someone to be like, "This game sucks." It's like they're purposely going out to be angry at you.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
It is.
I don't know what they want. Like, what do they want me to say? Yeah, I'm playing this game right now and I hate it. Absolutely agree. It's the worst fucking game. Let me just continue playing it.
Yep.
Play this game.
And I feel like, Linda, you're currently in a place that I was in years ago. Like Last Epoch is a game that'll get its hooks in you. Like you'll want to play and your stream will go longer and you'll be like, I think I'm at 3,500 hours. And sometimes my wife is like, aren't you bored out of your mind? You do the same thing. And it's like, no, like I streamed for 9 hours today and I couldn't believe how quick it went by. Like,
I agree. Yeah. It's crazy how that game captures you.
I know.
I don't know how it does it. And it's also, I mean, I have 6 now. I'm going to check quickly, but now when I came back to the next cycle, I had 600 hours.
That's a
And
lot.
And I started in February when the launch happened. And I've only played Primalist. Like I have 600 hours in Primalist only.
Oh.
What is that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I have a question here. So you play ARPGs, obviously. Do you have a specific archetype that you like Mage, Fighter, or like Rogue?
Yeah,
and I guess Primalist.
I do. I don't know why, but I'm super into melee for some reason. I don't want to play caster or minion builds. I tried them. I see the fun. I see the fun part. But I don't know. It's just the fun, bonking someone with an axe or a sword. It's just...
If you are playing Primalist and you like playing melee, that means you're playing Swipe, maybe Tempest Strike.
I have not used Tempest Strike. I haven't even done a Shaman yet. I've only played Primalist and Druid. I haven't
Oh, you
even
played
tried.
Beastmaster and Druid.
Oh, no, I haven't even tried Shaman.
Oh my
How
gosh.
weird is that? Yeah.
So just for the people watching, there is 15 masteries in the game. Linda has 600 hours in and has tried 2. She tried 2.
It's amazing.
That's unbelievable.
Yep.
Oh,
So
I
now
love it.
I looked, I have 766 hours. And I won't.
Damn.
Now I'm playing Sentinel.
Now, you don't have to say this. I assume it's probably 2,000 hours. What character do you play in Diablo 4?
Oh.
Druid.
Oh, wow. Okay. 2,000 hours on Druid. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to play
Come to me if
Druid
you have
this
questions.
season.
I'm an expert on Druid.
Oh, no.
No, but I actually only played. I did play D4 for the first time when season 4 came out now.
Well, that's
and I
a
went
good
with
season to
Druid.
start.
It was really great season, actually. It was, people were super positive. It was just so much fun. And I played Druid, but I did hardcore only. So I actually only
wow.
played D4 so far on hardcore with the campaign then. But I did, I died, eventually.
Yeah.
Yep.
As we all do.
That'll happen.
But
How far did
yeah.
you get?
I had one character. The stupid part is I finished the campaign.
Yep.
Then I died once to a world boss. I didn't even get close to him. He just did a freaking cone of shit, and then I didn't have my dodge ready, and I died. And then people told me in chat to go do Legion. Oh, go do Legion. That's fun. Oh, you very fun. Died.
What made you want to play hardcore? Just curious.
Yeah.
Because I want to challenge. I want to start challenging myself. So I'm trying. I want to do hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
But now when the cycle came out in LE, it felt really. I didn't think I would get anywhere if I would do hardcore. Because if I would die, I would just have to restart leveling all the time.
And you don't want to play that campaign over and over again.
Not
Well, at least
that
you beat the
much.
campaign. Like, that's lucky because now you don't have to redo it. If you didn't beat the campaign and you died, you'd have to restart.
That is true.
Yep.
But in D4, I love the campaign.
It does have a good campaign. I'll give it that.
Good cinematics.
Oh, nah.
You skip the cinematics?
So here's my view of the cinematics. In
Oh,
D4.
jeez.
Nay,
Here
it's
we
not
go.
that it's bad. They are really, really well. Obviously, always Blizzard is
Spared
the
no
gods
expense.
of gods of cutscenes. But they did spare expense on D4 cutscenes because it's in-game cutscenes. Do you know what I mean? The other D3, D2, I don't remember if D1 had cutscenes, but they were amazing. They were animated. You could see hair on the characters' faces, like little tiny face hair, You could see pores. Everything is such an amazing quality. And then I got to D4 and I was looking forward to the cutscenes. And then they only have one real cutscene, and you know which one I mean.
Yeah, the war. Yeah.
And that was kind of a little bit disappointing.
Do you know why they put you in the cutscenes?
Nah.
Frosty, do you
Nah.
know why?
Yeah. Microtransactions.
Correct. It's correct.
That's like the answer to most of the questions in D4, at least in the beginning.
If you are in the story, you want your character, to look good in the story, so they could sell more.
I didn't even think about that.
That's literally the reason.
Okay.
You used to be able to teleport directly to someone in D3. Now it's like you got to go to town, check out people's cosmetics, then use a portal, then teleport to that person.
Did you notice I don't know how we got on
Sneaky.
D4. On
Oh,
D4,
yeah,
and you're playing in a party and there's a loading screen. Do you know what's on the loading screen? Your party, the characters in the
really?
party. Yeah, so you can see each
I don't
other's
play
cosmetics.
with people, so I missed that probably.
Oh, you should set up a party with the number one super fan, Mr.
Maybe I'll
Frosty.
have a
Oh, yeah.
redeem.
Right?
I don't play
Oh,
hardcore. I just started recently trying to get what is that renown system completed. Oh geez, I hate that system.
Oh, you finish Renown. Don't lie.
No, on hardcore. I just started.
Oh, got
So
it.
yes,
wait,
that's the
what's
annoying thing. I
renowned?
finished it in. Okay, it's something to get extra Paragon points and
You have
skill
to go
points. You
click
have
on
to-
all the statues of Lilith.
Oh, okay. That's called
Yeah.
renown system. Okay, I didn't do that. I didn't know that. Okay.
Ellie could take some tips from D4 for cosmetics. That's true. That
The
is
renown
true.
system needs to go. I hate that, but
Well, there
whatever.
was so much complaining that you had to re-unlock it that they finally made it like if you do it once, you don't have to do it again season to season.
They were originally planning on changing the locations of the Lilith shrines. They thought about every season, and I don't know. I can't believe that was even thought about. But
Yeah,
yes,
that is.
we let's get off at D4 for now. We'll come back.
Yeah.
Back. But here, you have a bird. Can you tell us about this bird?
We both have 100 bird questions, so
That's what
Let's
you're
hear it.
interested in.
yes.
The little screamer on my streams that I literally have to move around because he's like the king of kings. But okay, yeah. I have a bird. He's a budgie, a yellow budgie. Very cute. Very strong personality. Very special. But yeah, he's what is he? 6 years now? Nay,
Wow.
8. Nay, 18. He's born 18. 60 years now.
I'm looking up a
Uh,
picture of your bird so I could show everybody.
Me too.
Are you too?
Yeah, just for fun.
Does your bird does it have color on its wings?
If it has what?
Does it have color on its wings?
Or all yellow.
Nah, he's completely yellow. I
Okay,
think
okay.
yellow in birds is albino.
He's
So-
he's 100% yellow.
Mm.
Okay, I
Mm.
got a picture.
I
What
have it on my Discord. Yeah.
what made you want to get a bird as a pet?
So first of all, I had a pet bird when I grew up, a white budgie with black spots. So I already had that once, and then I moved to Slovenia to my boyfriend, and I just casually, randomly mentioned that it would be fun to have birds again. 3 days later, he goes home with 2 birds. So
Nice.
that's how that went. So it wasn't like I went to get a bird. He went to get the birds for me.
So you told your boyfriend the story of you growing up having a pet bird, and he surprised you with 2 birds. You have 2 birds, correct?
No, one died, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that was I think she died because you shouldn't have one bird really, but now we don't think he's gonna get along because he was very dominated by other birds. He wasn't allowed to eat, he wasn't allowed to drink, so he was very malnourished. So he didn't develop properly, so he's very weak. But so we're very scared to get him another bird, even if I would want to. But if they don't fit, then I have 2 birds separately.
Yeah, separate. Yeah.
So that's worse.
Frosty, do you think it's a good time to transition to the next scene so I could show everybody the bird?
Oh, hold on. Let me
He's
see.
a beast master.
Just double checking my notes here. Yeah, I think we're good. I pretty much had some questions about your country and like any weird things that go on, but we can ask them in the next one.
I
You guys
asked
at
during
the end.
stream earlier if Van Helsing lives there.
We
and
can
he-
talk all about IKEA, ABBA. What else do you want? Sabaton is famous now as well, I guess.
It's like where Dracula lives or something. Okay, switching to extra screen to look at from what I think is Linda's bird. All right, does that look like your bird?
A little.
A
but
little?
That's way too yeah, he's very yellow.
Like
Very yellow.
your bird is
Very yellow,
not
yeah.
as
My-
yellow?
No, he's not. He's actually like a little bit brighter yellow.
Oh, your bird is
Um,
wait, your bird is brighter than this bird?
Not like more yellow, just how do you say English? Less saturated.
Less saturated. So
yeah,
it's
it's that.
more.
but
I
brighter.
don't know how you say it. Like
Okay, hold on.
lighter shade. Thank you.
A
Lighter,
lighter
shade.
shade.
Okay.
A lighter
Yeah.
shade.
Look, chat is helping. Thank you, chat.
Got it.
Pale. Okay, pale yellow, apparently.
Okay, but this is if I just picked a random picture, kind of your bird, right? Right here.
Kind of ish, yeah.
Kinda ish. Can the bird fly, or is the wings clipped?
No, I would never clip wings. Why?
So-
No.
So your bird flies around your guys' house.
No, because he doesn't want to come out.
Okay, Shy.
Okay.
Does your bird talk? Is it a talking bird?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Not like he doesn't talk any like us, but yeah, he's very chatty.
Chirps.
Very chatty.
Your bird chirps during stream, right?
Yeah, or scream.
Co-host for your stream.
So that means that the
Indeed.
bird's cage must be right next to you, right?
Yeah, usually yes, all the time. He's like right here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You ever bring the bird on stream?
Ooh.
Yeah. When he decides that when I can trick him to go on the stick, so I'm like, hey. Then I take him out, and he's like, oh, the world, what is this? And he's super scared. But I show him to stream, yeah.
So your
It's,
bird
requested.
Your bird doesn't have clipped wings. It's 6
Yeah.
years old and won't leave its cage.
Nay. And I have everything open. He can come out whenever he wants. That's not a problem. I've never, unless I have like windows wide open or anything, then I close the cage, of course. But other than that, I actually had to take him out and make him fly for exercise. But no, I wouldn't clip wings. No, he can fly if he wants to. He just
To make him fly, do you literally like throw him in the air? And he just takes off?
I hope you make it. No.
I would think that would work, right? It's like throwing a dog in a pool. No, that's a terrible analogy.
I mean, they do.
A fish in the water? No?
No, I don't know. I wouldn't do that. No, I just hold the stick, and if I'm far away, he always tries to go back to the cage. So I'm just standing far away, and then taps, try and fly there. So
Okay, cool.
yeah.
All right.
You don't have to throw him.
I got so many bird questions. We can get off bird questions.
I'm going to get off the bird question here, but I have a question for you. So, one of the instruments most popularly used in polka is the accordion. How much do you love accordion music?
How did you get a polka question in there somehow?
Oh, it's my favorite. I absolutely hate accordion, but it's because, yeah, you knew that.
Oh, I see. He already heard you say that previously, that you hate the accordion.
Yes.
I have some trauma because where we lived before, you could hear everything, and my neighbor upstairs, their kid played accordion every single day.
I see.
And it drove me freaking insane. And now I never want to hear that instrument ever again.
Maybe
An
you just haven't heard
international
it.
instrument.
You haven't heard it played right. Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe. But now I'm so sick of it, so I don't think I care if it's played right. If it's playing my favorite song, I don't care. I don't ever want to see it again.
That makes sense. Okay. Everybody, on screen right now is the current Last Epoch roadmap. Now, this roadmap shows currently we are in update 1.1. This is cycle 2. Then you've got cycle 3, cycle 4, cycle 5. Just easier to understand than these weird numbers that EHG uses. But anyways, Linda, have you seen this before?
I've seen it. I've basically seen everything. I never read it though.
Okay.
I never go
Pictures
through
are
anything.
cool.
Yeah, it's like this is
Yeah, really
picture
nice.
books are better anyways. Well, obviously you know what we're in right now with cycle 2, Harbingers of Ruin. So I thought quickly we could go through the future cycles and kind of get your take on it, since I think you would say that Last Epoch's currently like your #1 game. Would that be fair and accurate, or no?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so coming later this year, we are currently estimating, we don't know, that Cycle 3 will be end of October, early November, week 1 November, because they got to have some space between Vessels of Hatred, Diablo 4's expansion. So in Cycle 3, we get Primal Hunt endgame events, the new Ancient Era story chapter. This is going to be chapter 10 of the campaign, and new Primordial uniques. Thoughts?
I was told that yesterday. I didn't know because I've seen the pictures.
Yep.
I'm like a child. I'm like, oh, pictures. Okay, good text. I don't want to read. Yeah, they told me. My chat told me yesterday that that was gonna be new story. How do you say? Continuation of the story
Yep.
in
Chapter
the
10. Yeah.
dinosaur area. And
The
it's like, oh, that's so
ancient
nice. I
era.
love. Yeah, the ancient era.
Mhm.
And I just love that that map or that
Yeah,
that
the visual
area
for
is
it.
so pretty. Mm.
Mhm.
So I'm really happy that they're gonna do something there. I was wondering, are they saving that for later, or what are they gonna do with that?
And
'Cause
so
it's pretty
far,
empty now.
yeah, so far EHG hasn't told us anything about the Primal Hunt endgame system, but Mike, the senior developer and co-founder, said that he actually said the new endgame system, people are gonna love it. It's so much fun. So I'm very curious what this Primal Hunt endgame event is gonna be.
New end game.
That's what he said, and that's what it says here. Primal Hunt endgame events. When I hear events, it makes me think like maybe it'll be tied to the monolith or not. I think it's going to be like a bestiary, like we're going to be hunting beasts or something like that. But
Yeah, it feels
know.
like you would probably stay in ancient era. I don't. Now that you're mentioning it, I'm thinking. I don't think it's gonna be in the monoliths then.
No.
They will probably do something in that era then. That's
Yeah,
so neat.
Yeah, that
Maybe
does
once
kinda...
every 6 hours they can have a 5-minute event.
that is
Yeah.
timed on screen. That
Yeah,
that
you better
lasts
get there in time.
That lasts 3 seconds.
Yes, that'd be excellent. But
Wha-
yeah,
Just to
okay.
get that dopamine kick.
Oh my gosh. He's
Oh, that's
talking
so
about
horrible.
Diablo 4 world bosses. When you get into
Yeah.
late game, they last literally. They don't even. They spawn. You see them. Sometimes your eyes can't see them. It's so fast, and then they.
I think it's
disappear.
every 2 hours now, but it was every 6 hours when they came out. And then season 1 and 2, they were like, you need to kill them about 18 times to complete your season journey book. And it was never happening for people.
Yeah.
But yes, back to Last Epoch. Question for you. For people who don't play Last Epoch, Primordial Uniques, is that something that's in the game yet? Or is that something that's going to be added to the game?
I heard it was new. I have no idea what that is.
It's new. It's not added yet. No information on it yet. People see Primordial Uniques and they immediately think of Primal Uniques from Diablo 3, the ones that have the red border around them. So everyone is thinking that it'll be like a new... EHG would never just up and lift something from another game. So, but it could be in that same vein, like a different rolled unique. I have absolutely no idea. I have no idea.
I don't know either. Primordial. I don't know. What does it say? Unique. Oh.
It's
I'm not even sure what primordial means. You know, English.
Well,
it's just a term for probably much better unique or special unique.
Okay, what about this? So in the ancient era, you will hunt. You'll have primal hunts, and those primal hunts drop primordial uniques.
Okay, so it's just the theme of the
those types of enemies or bosses drop a specific new rarity of uniques. Maybe.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out soon. A few months.
I mean,
do we know when we get more info about that?
No. So they'll probably, Mike on every Friday stream, they'll probably start releasing teasers and stuff. Probably be another month before we start seeing that. But a lot of people are hoping for a different style of marketing campaign. Me included. We're not super happy with the way that Cycle 2 was released as far as information. So we're hoping that things are done a little different for this new one. But yeah, we don't. I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah, I usually, if you want to find out anything early, just go into Aaron's stream because he gets usually to play early and ask him questions. He'll say he can't answer it, but look at his like
Right,
micro
exactly. I was gonna say, but he's
facial
always under an
reactions.
NDA, so you know you can't freaking ask anything.
They'll be like, Aaron, is there any new uniques? And I'll be like, I can't tell you. Like, that's
Yeah.
You can ask me anything, but I can't tell you.
But I can't tell you. Yeah, I know. It's always just facial expressions. Moving on to cycle 4. And as you can see here, you have the spider weaving a web. This is going to be the story or whatever of the weaver. So the weaver's will items, we're going to find out about those. This is the one that people are the most excited about on this roadmap because you have the Monolith of Fate expansion. So obviously the main end game system is getting, I don't even know what it means, like an expansion. So it's a full update to the end game system. You're also getting unique false echoes and for the first time, new procedural side zones.
Unique false echoes.
Yeah. Do we know what a false echo is?
I have no idea.
Okay, but
I didn't even know we had them, and now we have unique ones.
I know, not
Exciting.
yet. Exactly. You didn't even know we had false echoes. Now they're unique. And then a lot of people, Linda, you've played a lot, so you've probably seen that like you start memorizing the maps, right? There's different starting locations. Okay, maybe not. But you know, they'll put you different starting locations, but technically it's the same map, so they're going to start moving over to
I do
procedural.
recognize them sometimes, but my sense of location is the worst in the world. So yeah,
see.
I'm happy I find my way to the store sometimes.
Just wing it every time.
Hoping I get where I have to go.
They've talked about how they want a lot of unexpected content. The idea is like the Butcher in Diablo. You're playing the Monolith and like something happens that was unexpected. So now it's like you've got the
That'd be
exiled mages. You have the Nemesis system. You have the chests, the caches that have different rewards in them. Then you actually have what you have to do to finish the Echo. I think with these new procedural side zones, EHG has talked about maybe you're in a Monolith run and you come across an NPC. And the NPC says, these people took my family or whatever. And you go through a portal and now you're like doing a random thing with random procedural side zones that give you random rewards. So that's my guess, but I have no idea.
It's like a little bit like events in Diablo. Ish.
Yeah, just not nearly as good.
Of course not.
Well, they can't possibly
no,
be
but
as
it
good.
feels a little bit like you run and then someone needs help because they're stuck and they need help saving from bad guys.
Most epic
But here
quest
you
ever.
actually get never ignore it. I always do every single one.
Good. They need your help.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah. No, but here is so you actually get a portal to go to another place. That's more.
And every
more
time
engaging.
you go through that portal, it would be a procedural side zone, which means the map would be completely new and different only for that time. So the idea is that it doesn't become stale because every time it should feel fresh, which is pretty cool.
That's cool. That's really neat.
Yeah. And then that takes us to cycle 5. And this is the one that I'm the most excited about because I'm always making build guides. I'm always trying new things. And this is the introduction of skill sigils. Now, if you've played PoE for a little bit, and again, this is reaching because I have no idea. Inside of PoE, you have jewels, and you could put these jewels in your passive tree, and it unlocks special things. Like for me, when I would play Witch, it unlocked skeletal mages in Path of Exile. Anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that Path of Exile thingy?
It looks like it, but in here,
Yeah?
it literally shows a jewel, a gem of some sort that goes into the fireball skill tree that Frosty loves. And then it shows that there's like these branching out trees. Now, I mean,
I've been thinking about this a little bit here.
All right, hit
we
me.
did have Mike on, and he said like an artist was just commissioned to make this. This isn't an in-game picture, but they had to give some kind of like thought
Hints.
to it.
Of course.
So I'm thinking these aren't augmented passives. When you rune something, it adds passives. Like
correct.
it's
It
adding
doesn't
to the skill
change the tree. It adds to the tree.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it like will automate because they're you know, maybe I'm looking too much into it, but it's all like one dot between everything. So therefore, like, do you just automatically get all the passives? You have to. I don't know. It's too much to think about, but it's definitely going to change it up a lot.
So my guess is you put in this jewel or whatever it is, and let's just take, for example, this like one right here. Fireball can't be void, right? Maybe this node right here, all fire skills on the tree now become void. Click. You actually spend a passive point in it, and now you could have like a void fireball. Something like that's kind of my guess. Maybe it's just a different way to augment the tree. But
Yeah.
why I'm so excited about it is because if this does change the skill, which I would guess it does, that's like getting 120 brand new skill trees. That
I was
literally
gonna say
changes.
that's gonna be so dynamic. Like you can do anything.
That literally changes the every build guide ever
Ah.
made, like moving
Ah,
forward. You know.
And some uniques you can now use because,
Yeah.
you couldn't use before, unless they have a skill specific affixes. But otherwise, it's gonna make give you so many more options. You're gonna be in heaven, Aaron.
I know. I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna be like you. We're 700 hours in. We're almost done with Beastmaster. We're almost
the two
done.
masteries.
Yeah, we're almost done. 4 cycle 5 as well. New end game bosses. Supposedly, this is when we're gonna get Pinnacle Boss 2.0. So right now we're fighting a general of Oribus. So we're thinking maybe we actually get Oribus himself or the Observer. Maybe a Terra comes in. So more bosses are coming. And then I don't know if it's exciting for either of you, but we're getting a Transmog and Dice. Oh, Frosty's gonna love that. Yeah.
I'm excited.
I don't know. I knew you'd be
people
excited.
Love that. I love that. But yeah, a question on Last Epoch for Linda though. How far have you gotten into your Harbinger quest to the Pinnacle boss?
Oh, that's a great question.
I am currently on my last Harbinger.
Oh wow, that's
Oh,
good.
So I was doing Aaron's Raptor build. So I've gotten really far. I've never gotten to 300 corruption before. Or 324 because I overdid it a little.
That's okay.
So it's going really well so far, but I did the mistake and I saved the Spirit of Fire. Is it called Spirit of Fire? I'm still not. I don't even know the
Spirit of
names.
Fire is the three fire bosses.
Shamans.
Yeah.
Smart. Very intelligent over here. So then I have to fight them, and then the Harbinger is gonna use all of their skills. All of their skills. There's necro shit, there's fire shit, there's his own shit. I'm just, my raptors are dying. Just don't have enough gear for it. It's not dropping. Oh, it's just,
So it's funny. People ask me, Aaron, what determines you for putting out a build guide? And I say it has to, at bare minimum, be able to do a 300 corruption tier 10 Harbinger, which is exactly what you're at right now because...
and I'm not even using Merchant Guild, so you did it.
I was about to ask that too. That was on my list.
Oh, here we go. Merchant Guild.
Doing it the hard way, I guess.
Yeah, you are doing it the hard way. That's true.
She plays hardcore D4. Like, of course, she's not doing Merchant Guild.
I know.
It goes hand in hand.
Now it makes sense. Linda, being someone that is currently maining Last Epoch and seeing literally the next 1 year of content with these next 3 cycles, is this, I love it, I'm excited, I think it's going to be great, or is it, I think we need more, I think it's not good enough? What are your overall thoughts?
I think this is way more than I expected. I actually don't expect anything. So every time there's something new, I'm like, ooh, new thing.
Always
It
pleasantly
doesn't matter
surprised.
what it is. I just don't care. I just like that it's new. So, and I never look into anything. So I didn't know that this was coming up.
Got
but
it.
I'm super excited how many ideas, how much work they put in. It's just, it's amazing.
What
I'm
about
so
you,
happy.
Mr. LaRue? What do you think? You've played some LE now. You got some hours in.
Yeah, I like it. It's got a lot to look forward to. I like every kind of end game bit that they're adding to the game just is going to make the game better because I mean, it's fun to play the campaign again, but once you get to the end game, it's just like you want things to do. You want different things to do.
Yeah.
So it's all pretty good. And if D4 had this, I would actually be a little confused. It would look like season 1 you get gems, season 2 you get a pet, you get vampires, 3 is a pet that does stuff, and 4 we're fixing items, and be like, "Oh, that's a weird roadmap."
It would be robot, then it would be no before
It's like
robot.
gem, vampire, robot, fixing items.
That's exactly right.
I don't even know what the new season of D4 is actually.
Oh,
As I
yeah.
said, I never look into it.
Oh,
We'll know
don't-
tomorrow.
No, you're gonna know tonight because we're gonna look at it in a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna know about a new end game
Really?
system.
Okay, we're moving
Yeah.
off of last Epoch. I can only talk about and chill for this game for so long before it gets annoying.
But also, can I just ask
Yeah.
Frosty?
Yeah.
You're playing Last Epoch? How long have you played Last Epoch?
Oh, I just started. Well, I play. Okay, I started when the multiplayer patch came out for like a week. Couldn't get anyone to play. So then everyone's like, "We gotta play D4. We gotta play D4." And I'm like, "Okay, fine. We'll play D4." And then the game was about to launch at 1.0, and I'm like, "I gotta get my friends to play this." So I made my first video that exploded on my channel called "Why Diablo 4 Players Hate Last Epoch."
It launched
Yeah.
your career.
Yeah, it
Amazing,
kind of
yeah.
did. And I made that just to convince my friends to play, and ended up, I think, convincing a few more people. So I played season 1, and I played season 2. I got to 6 Harbingers, but I only have like 10 hours a week to really play. Sometimes a little bit more on weekends, but so I don't really get as far. And then like a next season of another game comes out, I jump around. I'm more casual for sure. But I'm always gonna
He's
come
a
back
variety
every-
streamer. He's a variety streamer.
Ah, okay.
I'm variety,
know-
but people only want to see D4.
You try, but yeah.
I do. I play what I have fun playing.
That's good.
But that's good. Yeah, you should. But a fun story. This is really funny, actually, because I was told by my boyfriend that I showed you who you were and what videos you make, and I was showing the video. I think it was the one that Darth microtransactions were watching when you were in chat as well.
Oh yes, yes.
And I was like, oh, that's fun. And then I showed my boyfriend, like, this is the guy, that's Aaron, and I'm gonna make we're gonna have a podcast and so on. And I'm invited. And he's like, but I recognize that voice, or I don't remember exactly. And he said, we watch the video when we didn't know what Last Epoch was? And
Oh, nice.
see? And then I went to check, and we found that video, why D4 players hate Last Epoch or something.
Yep.
I don't know exactly the title, yeah. And I played it, and I was like, oh my god, this is why I started playing Last Epoch.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Yeah.
And it was such a weird. That was so weird, because I literally kind of knew your video before I knew you, and I didn't even know. I didn't connect it. It was
Frosty, to
surprise.
take that thought farther,
hmm
Linda started maining Last Epoch because of your video, which brought her to this podcast.
Wow. That's and also wow.
That is so
Mm.
cool. I mean,
My brain's blown up right now. Yeah, I
it's so
haven't met
weird.
anyone in. I guess, is this considered real life? I don't know. I haven't met anyone outside.
Anyone in real life?
Those outside people that have seen any of my
Bohemian
videos.
Rhapsody.
So it's kind of cool knowing that someone has watched my video and recognized my voice. It's kind of like one of the first times I'm hearing that outside of like the gaming community. It's just
And your
My boyfriend
background is so
connected
sweet.
it, and I was like, "What?
Yeah.
I don't connect it." And he's just,
yes.
and he showed me. I wouldn't have known that was you or that video.
It,
Yeah,
it,
it was.
I had my more normal voice in the first video or two, and then I went a little bit more I guess Giga Chad D4 for my more recent videos. So
Mm.
it's interesting that he recognized my voice.
Yeah, that was. I don't know
Mr.
how he does
LaRue.
it, but yeah, that was really cool. Yeah,
Okay.
so when I looked up, because the thing is, this is the thing. I heard that there was a PoE 2 coming out
Mhm.
in February. I heard that. And then I found out about Last Epoch. So I don't know why, but we thought it was PoE 2. We thought Last Epoch was PoE 2.
I see.
And I was like, oh, it's coming out now. What the hell? Maybe I can we can play that. That sounds fun. And then we looked it up, and that's when we stumbled upon your video
Mm.
and realized that Last Epoch is not even, it's a whole own
Different,
game
yep.
that I've never heard of, and it's been out for 4 years. And I was like, what?
Early access, yeah.
Early access, but still 4 years people have been playing it, and I haven't even heard about it.
But
So,
this is
yeah, it was-
this is something that people talk about, like Diablo 4, and Diablo 4 brought 15 to 20 million players to the genre, which hey, like let's just say you love Diablo 4, you fell in love with it, and now you're done with the season. You're gonna search other games that are like Diablo 4.
Yeah.
So it like raises PoE, it raises Last Epoch, Grim Dawn, Inquisitor, all these other games all go up because of, for your example, Path of Exile 2.
I think
D4.
it's like Elden Ring did to Dark Souls games or to Souls games. People who never touched a Souls game before played Elden Ring, and now they wanted to go and play Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Sekiro and all of these. I think it's the same. D4 was this genre's Elden Ring, basically.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of how do you say, beginner friendly.
Yep.
It definitely is. And luckily for all the other ARPG games, Season 3 was so horrible that everyone mass exited out of the game to desperately try and find anything else.
What do you mean? You didn't like the robot? You didn't like the construct?
Oh my god, I don't like that the season theme was you're not more powerful, you have this little pet that's more powerful. And by the way, we're adding traps that suck so bad. We're making them just obsolete and useless, and you just run through the dungeon and get a ton of loot at the end. And I did not like it.
Hey, you're not allowed to talk like that, Frosty. So,
Season 4 was good. Okay.
I actually am so glad I started D4 in Season 4. I think that was a great decision.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, you started Last Epoch at game launch. You're like,
yeah. 2 days before.
Best
Yeah,
both
I
worlds
actually
there.
found it 2 days before, so I started it 2 days before just to get this what's it like now before it actually launches. I wanted to see the difference. I didn't get the time because but still.
Does your boyfriend play with you as well? Play Last Epoch?
He did try Last Epoch, but he's more D3.
I see.
D3.
D3
Zoom,
season
zoom.
32.
Zoom,
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Hey, he's
it's
a super
intense.
fan, Frosty.
Soon D4 will be D3.
Think
you think
Yeah.
in 3 years, maybe 4.
Oh no,
maybe
yeah.
4.
It's heading that way.
We're getting there slowly but steady.
Hey,
is what
Frosty,
I'm
did
saying.
you ever play Immortal?
I played Immortal's story. I beat the entire campaign, and I think I
Great.
spent $2 on that first thing that popped up.
Oh, you
And,
got sucked in for the 800% discount.
Oh, yeah, it was 800% discount. Hell yeah, dude. And then I saw what the Paragon system was, and I saw how to progress your items, and I'm like, this looks real boring. I don't want to keep playing this. And then around that time, people like Quinn and Asmongold were just spending like $10,000 and not even getting one maxed out like item. And I'm like, okay, I don't think this is for me. And then I saw that they like had an algorithm where it teamed you up with people who spent money to make you feel bad that you didn't spend money. And I'm like, okay, this is bad.
What's
I tried
wrong with
PvP.
that? They're trying to help you,
Oh, good morning,
That's
bird.
awful. Oh wow. I never I'd actually tried Immortal. I was, I had my
It's
I played D1 to D4 in my channel just to I catch up because I never played D1 and D2 before. So I just played all of them, and then we got to I was done with all of them, and I was like, should I play Immortal? I don't know, but I never did. I tried it, but I
the
don't know. I hate
campaign
it.
is fun, but that's it. Just play the campaign, beat the
Mm.
campaign, and then quit. It's a free game.
Mm.
Do not spend money. Do not play the end game. Just pretend the game ends the moment you beat the campaign.
It's a story game.
yeah,
We can
I
just
yeah.
I played Immortal when it came out, and I beat it, and then I played the end game systems where like once a day you could fight the boss or something, so it has a bunch of dailies, and then I
And
stopped playing it.
Couldn't do it.
Oh, they brought dailies into Immortal.
They have all kinds of
Oh,
stuff.
always.
Like that.
It's a phone game. There's dailies. There's weeklies.
Yeah,
there's
that's-
Oh yeah, and
monthlies.
then it's like claim this. You have 15
Make sure to
notifications
log
every
on to get
day.
your
Like
daily. Yeah.
Yeah.
claim this. You have to do this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Everybody's favorite. Are we ready to
Ah.
move on to Titan Quest? We're only going to stay on Titan Quest for a minute.
Yes, we
Oh,
need to
Titan
move on.
Quest is so pretty. I
Yeah.
love it. I'm so excited.
And
Yeah,
Frosty
I'm a
First time
sucker for.
watching
nothing about
Oh
Titan
my
Quest.
god. Yeah, it's so pretty. I'm a
It's like
sucker
medieval?
for ancient Greece. So it's
Linda,
oh.
So I know you played Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Diablo 4. You played Wolcen. You played Last Epoch, right? You went through the story in all of them. Have you played Titan Quest?
I have. I didn't finish. I haven't finished it yet, but I have it and I've been playing it. It's very, very slow compared to, like, you level very slowly.
Yep.
But the cool thing is, I didn't know because I always go in blind, as I've said many times, and
Yep.
you can have. It's like Grim Dawn. You can have 2 classes
Do you know why it's like Grim Dawn?
because Grim Dawn developers came from Titan Quest.
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah.
1
So
point to Linda.
Grim Dawn is really Titan Quest 2, which would make this Titan Quest 3, but obviously, the names are different. But yeah, the creators made great entertainment.
Do we know when this comes out?
Okay, so Titan Quest 2, the road to gameplay. So far, I think I've made maybe 5 or 6 videos on Titan Quest 2. All we have are these dev posts, which this last one gave us a lot of information. We now know all the weapon slots and what's going to be available. We know what the different gear is going to be.
Oh, they look amazing.
I know. Look at that. As far as the weapons.
Oh.
We know it's going to have common, magic, rare, infrequent, and unique items. So we know what the affixes are going to be. But we've never seen gameplay. All we have seen is images and text. The THQ Nordic Showcase is this Friday. My time, it's 12:30. So that means, Linda, it's like at nighttime. But August 2nd.
There is a showcase. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so THQ Nordic Showcase is August 2nd, and it'll be the first time they're going to be showing the full gameplay trailer for Titan Quest 2. So this Friday, we will see the UI, we'll see combat, we'll see
that's
visuals,
awesome.
we'll see pacing. A gameplay trailer can tell you so much about the game. Combat feel, impact. Are you going to feel connected to the ground? Lighting, shaders, how the water's going to look. So much, hopefully. And sometimes you'll get a surprise where at the end of the gameplay trailer, you get the little text that comes into focus that tells you release date. So that's what we're really, really fingers crossed. That's shown on Steam coming soon for almost a year now. So like it was supposed to launch this year. I don't know. But Gamescom also at the end of August will have a playable demo of it. But yeah. Coming.
Wait, we're actually getting a date?
We hope.
Maybe.
We hope.
Oh, we hope. Okay.
We hope. Let me see.
See, this is why I don't reach.
Early access to the beta, only
Expectations.
$90.
This is a funny
The
screenshot.
maps.
This is a funny screenshot that they showed us because the joke is that you have to wash up on a beach because every game, because of PoE or whatever, you even got a little like crab here. It's
Baldur's Gate
required.
3.
Kind of reminds me of Divinity
Exactly,
2.
Baldur's Gate 3. Yep. No Rest for the Wicked. You wash up on a beach. They just did that too. Baldur's Gate.
Classic.
But Frosty, have you ever played Titan Quest?
No, I've not. No. I'm assuming it's an ARPG.
Yeah, so this game, Titan Quest, was a trying to use the success of Diablo 2. This is again like pre D3, pre PoE, pre LE, pre Grim Dawn, pre Inquisitor, Chaos. All these games don't exist, so you've got only Diablo 2.
So weird.
And I guess Torchlight, but this was supposed to be Diablo 2 updated with Greek mythology.
Okay. There's a lot of games that try to be like, we're going to be the next Diablo 2, and they're pretty good. It's weird because so many games tried to be the next WoW and just died. But so D2 is a really good format to try and copy, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their opinion, but if you looked at successful, tried and true action RPGs, Titan Quest is like a top 5 of like all time.
Nice.
That's like, it's up there. So I am very excited. I've been waiting for the gameplay trailer for so long.
It's super nice that they're gonna make another one, because Titan Quest 1 looks, even for being that old, it just looks great. And the feel you have when you play it, it's just, I love the atmosphere and everything. And I actually really, really love Greek.
A lot of people love
Greece. That. Yeah, so for example, Assassin's Creed Odyssey was one of my favorites, and I just love it. It's just, I don't know why Greece is so. Ooh, do you know ancient Greece?
Have you seen the trailer for this game, Linda?
No, I don't watch trailers. I don't do anything. I'm like, oh, there it is.
Wait,
I assume there's no combat in it.
You don't watch trailers because you don't want to be spoiled, or you don't watch trailers because you just don't watch trailers?
I just don't watch trailers. Okay. I think.
Do you want to see this one or no?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Now, when the others are like,
well, I don't want to like. I mean, it doesn't.
Different.
It doesn't like spoil anything. I don't think. I didn't.
It doesn't have to be. I don't think it's gonna spoil anything at all. It's just, I don't know. I just never would do.
It makes me think you're gonna like it because you love cinematics, right? Like you love cutscenes and stuff like that inside of
D4
campaigns.
Yeah. Yes. And Diablo. Yeah. There's not many game developer studios, or whatever we call it, that does those cutscenes. So yeah. It's very rare, but when they do, it's just really nice.
All right, here you go.
Tell a tale of mortals.
Their sound, where am I?
Bound by fate's golden strands.
You'll only be able to hear it if you unmute the actual live stream.
Oh.
Of their laughter, their struggles, their glory.
That's Frosty right there on the horse.
Like Sparta.
Yes. That's how you know it's a good game.
Oh, look at this.
Right?
Destined them for godlike greatness. But the gods had other plans. Their ambition angered the goddess. And winged retribution showed them no mercy. Staining their strands with darkness. Don't cut it short. Tell us the whole story. Tell us about hope.
Oh, yeah.
Such a teaser. What the hell?
Right? I'm going to take a wild guess that makes you more excited for it.
Indeed. But I have no idea what to expect. I couldn't even. I seen these maps. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it today actually. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, my only concern is that some of the terminology and some of the stuff that THQ has put out, it says when you encounter fights, you have to ensure you parry, dodge, move, and take the fights, like strategically.
Oh.
Which when you
is it gonna be more like no rest for the wicked?
So that is
or-
my concern. My concern is it goes the way of no rest for the wicked, which would be
Oh.
weird.
Yeah, that would be weird.
I would not be happy if that's the way they end up going, but I
Yeah,
hope
it would
they
be
don't.
way different if they did that.
They
Yeah.
need
know.
to stop advertising ARPGs and then make it no rest for the wicked, because it's not a good choice. Don't call it an ARPG if it acts like a Souls game.
And to be clear, if I was gambling and I had to put $1 million, I would say they're not gonna do that. But that is my only scare right now, is that some of the things that they have said, it's like, that would be a very poor decision if that's what they did. So,
Aw.
but we will
Yeah.
know in 2 days.
True.
We will know in 2 days. Okay. Moving on
Yeah.
to
It looks
Mr.
amazing though.
I know it looks so
Looks like
good.
they copied
But
D4
no.
though.
You know what the problem is? That apparently people have very different opinions on what an ARPG is. So when I say, for
yeah.
example, I think ARPGs are exactly like Ellie, like we do.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Action RPG.
Right.
You play these games that you consider are ARPGs, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
But apparently Witcher is an ARPG.
Yeah.
All of these
Yep.
games are ARPGs. And they're like, but it's action and it's a role-playing game. But maybe we should have this own genre for
That's why
actual
so many
ARPGs.
people will call it Diablo-like or
Oh really?
hack and slash. But that's why I always say isometric action RPG, which means it's just like top down. But it is a very
top
broad.
down, yeah.
It's a very broad term. And a
Yeah,
lot
No
of
Rest
different
for the Wicked is also no top down. So yeah, it is.
and no
It's like
rest
the only thing though.
and no rest for the wicked said that they're coming for PoE and Diablo, which is also a
Yeah,
really
they
weird thing
shouldn't
to
have
say.
done that.
It's a really weird thing. to
Because
say.
I feel like No Rest for the Wicked is completely its own. They are doing their own thing, which is really cool, by the way. I really like the game.
Yeah.
It's just not an ARPG and not even close to.
And that's why they originally got their Steam review was like 55% because people were like, okay, they called out Diablo, they called
my
out PoE.
God,
I'm
yes.
excited to play a new game. And then you log in and it's like the training enemy killed me. And it's like,
Yeah.
what is this? That does not feel
Yeah.
like those games.
Every ARPG streamer was saying, "Hey, get ready for this new thing that might kill Diablo." And then all the fans are like, "Oh, okay, I can't wait to play it." So everyone was pumped, and day one, everyone just gets in there, and they keep dying in like the first area, and they're like,
on the boat.
"Wait,
Yeah,
where's
not
my
knowing
skill
where to
trees?"
go. It was super confusing.
I think I actually like No Rest for the Wicked. I've been talking
too.
and kind of working
me too.
with Moon Studios. They got some good plans for that game. I think it's going to end up actually being. I think No Rest for the Wicked will.
I'm gonna keep picking it up randomly.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we jump
Okay.
into D4, I had to say that Titan Quest did copy D4 in 3 ways. 1, there was horses. 2, there was a lot of red going on.
Yeah.
And 3, I didn't see Diablo anywhere.
Those are all true statements. But if Titan Quest came out before Diablo 4, wouldn't that be?
I still think that Last Epoch should throw Diablo into the game. It would be amazing.
That would be awesome. And just FYI, Closed Eyes in chat says devs made a statement on the 12th saying Titan Quest 2 isn't a Souls-like or like No Rest for the Wicked. Awesome. There we go.
That's a promise,
Now that's it. Now they have to do it.
Written in stone. We got it.
Moving over to the website PC Games N. As everybody knows, Frostylaroo is the number one Diablo 4 super fan. And we know that Diablo 4 Season 5 is on the horizon. So I thought we could take a second and talk about what is coming. Now, tomorrow is the campfire chat from Blizzard Entertainment breaking down Season 5. They're probably going to cover a lot of the balance changes, cover more new uniques, cover changes that they have made since PTR. But this is what we know. So we are getting a new wave-based Infernal Horde mode. We're getting spoils of equipment, spoils of materials, spoils of gold, and spoils of greater equipment.
But this, sorry, in English, spoils of equipment. What is that?
A lot of. Even though that's a lie. That was not the case in the PTR. So yeah, we're only really talking about this for a second here, but the Infernal Horde's PTR situation was horrendous. They wanted you to test their end game. Day one it launched. You needed a special compass to enter the end game. Those weren't dropping. Maybe one every like 2 hours, and then when you get in there, if you somehow figured out how to pump up the difficulty, you were fighting things for about 30 minutes, and at the very end you got 3 pieces of gear that were like doing like a Legion event.
Now, to be fair, Mr. LaRue, that's what's great about PTRs. You could find out all the ridiculous dumb stuff so they could fix it for the actual launch, right? So, I mean, I guess it should have worked better probably at the beginning.
I mean, like, even if they add a ton of more loot, it would have to be a like guaranteed unique or high chance of uber unique, because the really hard versions of that end game system takes a very long time. Maybe they talked about I think they did talk about reducing the health of the bosses, because I was watching a streamer, Datmods, play the hardest version of that in hardcore, and he was doing the event for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Finally completed it and got 3 pieces of gear and less than 1 million gold. And if you complete a whisper thing, which takes you like 10 minutes to do, you get like 4 million gold and like the same amount of uniques. It was ridiculous.
Rated Datmods today. I like that guy. He's good.
He's pretty entertaining.
So this is what it says. After you slay them in this Infernal Horde mode, you get to spend your burning ether gathered from this mode on the spoils of hell. And again, spoils of equipment, spoils of materials, spoils of gold, or spoils of greater equipment, which guarantees an item with a greater affix. So that is this mode. Now, when I played PTR, I played for 1 day because it did not grab me, but I beat the entire new story, and then I played 2 of these wave-based Infernal Horde mode. And it was just okay. I'm just gonna put it in like the okay category.
But is that end game?
It is. It's an end game system.
Okay.
It's supposed to be like you unlock it once you've beaten the game, and you're kind of in like you are introduced to it in lower tiers. There's a lower tier version of it, so it's something you can do at the end game, but you can also do while leveling up. There's a lot of issues though. The loot reward, which I guess they'll fix. How long it takes to complete, which I guess they'll fix. The drops of the items needed to get into it, I guess they'll fix. And oh geez, there's one more thing that was pretty major that really kind of upset me, but I'm having trouble thinking of it right now. So give me a second. Aaron, go on.
I just want to ask, is it true they have 2 different dev teams for each season?
They've changed that now. That's no longer the case. Yeah, they mixed the teams up.
They scrambled the teams
They
now
s-
because
yeah.
it was unbalanced. They're like,
They scrambled the teams.
Instead of an absolute amazing even season and horrible odd, it's now
But season 1 sucked.
Kinda good.
Season 2 was good. Season 3 sucked, and then season 4 they scrambled the teams. So,
I heard it
Oh.
was like one every odd season was
Yeah.
shit
So
or
yes.
something. Yeah.
So games like this, and even last Epoch EHG is doing this now. You normally have one team working on the current, and then the one team working on the future, so that they could leapfrog each other to make sure you have consistent live service model content dropping. It makes perfect sense. And yeah, they did have an odd and an even team.
So the last thing about this Infernal Horde that I just remembered. So the whole thing's supposed to be about there's different rounds. There's maybe 10 rounds in the hardest difficulty. Every round you select a buff and you get a boon. So, or boon and you get like a positive and then a negative thing happens to you. And the positive things are really lackluster. They're like you get basically one more material and you need like 50 of these material to open one chest in the end, and that's like one round's bonus. Or you move 10% faster, and you're already in a small room, so that doesn't really do anything for you. There's nothing major or cool or fun about the buffs you're getting every round, and that's the whole system. Like you can just go and do the pit if you want to go kill a bunch of stuff and get rewards at the end. That's the special thing about this. Not that you're in a small room, that you're getting these crazy buffs and then you get rewards at the end, and the crazy buffs are really, really bad. And I don't think they mentioned making those better. They talked about the health being bad. They talked about the rewards being bad. They didn't talk about we're adding in really cool buffs. I didn't see that, but I guess we will tomorrow or today. Because
I've been thinking a lot about Diablo 4. It's been coming up a lot in my stream. And like, why? And again, I've played a ton of it. I was the writer on Icy Veins for Barbarian and for Werewolf. I've played every season, preseason. I was with Blizzard in Germany for Gamescom, with Blizzard at BlizzCon last year. I've played a ton of Diablo 4. So I just don't want people thinking I'm a D4 bad guy. But I don't know why the game doesn't grab me. And I was thinking, like, Legions, in my opinion, are not fun. World bosses are not fun. Tree whispers, you just kind of complete them as you play. They're not fun.
I have a theory.
Nightmare dungeons aren't fun.
Yeah.
It's really
I think
Helltides, but now you level through Helltides, so by the time you hit 100, you're done, which leads you with basically the end game is bossing and pit. It doesn't have like a mapping system like PoE or a monolith like last Epoch. I feel like that style of system is maybe what's lacking. I don't know. What do you think, Linda?
I think the open world part is what makes it
Less.
I think that bothered me when I started playing D4 for the first time. I don't like. To me, D4 is more of an MMO RPG than an action RPG. Because the way it's designed, it's just I don't know. It just feels way more like an MMO to me. So I see it. I actually said to my chat many times, it's a Diablo. It's an MMO in the Diablo world.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
Well, it definitely does
I
feel
see it
different.
like that. But it's not. I think I enjoy the linear maps that we have in classic ARPGs.
Frosty,
so yeah.
Frosty, what do you think? It has, you know, if you've never played Diablo 4, and I mentioned all that, Legion, world bosses, Tree of Whispers, nightmare dungeons, regular dungeons.
Can I just say a funny thing? I
Helltides.
never do anything of that. So that's why I don't have an opinion. I don't even do that.
That's 6. The Pit, 7. PvP
I think
zone,
leveling
8.
up
That's 8,
your
8
character
end games. And now this new Horde mode, 9.
Excluding endgame, I think the leveling process and the gearing process from the start of the game to getting to endgame is my favorite. I like doing the Helltides till we get to tier 3 or 4. Then I like switching to Nightmare Dungeons to increase my Paragon or Glyphs. But then when I get to endgame, it's like Okay, hopefully I have enough materials to farm the bosses to get the uniques that I need. And then it's just because the loop is trying to get pit as far as I can go, upgrading my gear slowly. Yeah, I mean, doing pit runs, it's kind of like you try to push as far as you can get after you get all the gear that you have that you need. And then once you kind of push to the point where it's like, I might be able to get to one more level of pit. Is it worth farming for like 5 hours to try and get one extra level in pit, or are you just done for the season?
I think you and me are the same. Once I get to the point where you get to the Duriel runs. So it's like, okay, we now need Ubers. So we're going to run 500 Duriels today to get our Uber uniques. Once you hit that point, I'm pretty much checked out. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because all you're doing is you're hunting Ubers to be able to run the pit, right?
Which is why season 3 was horrible, because it took forever to get that material to fight Duriel once, and that was it. There was no pit.
Yeah.
I never get that far, so I actually just I don't even get what I did 2 nightmare dungeons or something, but
Okay.
just thinking about all that I have to do that over and over and over and over and over, it's just doesn't motivate me.
So Linda, this is what most people do. You start a character, you go into adventure mode. So you actually don't level through the campaign. You level in just the open world.
I've done that, yeah.
You go to Helltide and you level up to a certain level. Then you do a capstone dungeon. Then you level up to a certain level. You do a capstone dungeon. Then you level up into the 90s. Then you hit your nightmare dungeons to level your glyphs. And once you have your glyphs leveled for your Paragon board and your character leveled, you start bossing. And at that point, you'll run bosses to get better items and get your aspects. And then once you've got that, you run the pit, which is like the Diablo 3 Greater Rifts is what it is.
I never got there. No, I never got into the pit. No.
Yeah.
But I just do side quests. I play adventure mode and then I'd run around do the side quests.
That's fun.
all the blue exclamation points.
I need you to do that for my hardcore characters, because that's the thing I don't want to do.
Because I like it, because it feels like I'm doing something meaningful. You know,
You're
I'm
helping
actually
them.
accomplishing something. No, but I don't know, doing just runs in dungeons, and it's just, it doesn't motivate me. Like doing a quest is like, okay, now we have to go do this. I wonder where we have to go. What should we do? It's just different every time. I think every quest is just different. So I don't get the same, dungeon.
Okay.
I guess that's why. I just love questing also. I have to add that. When I was playing, I also played a lot of World of Warcraft.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
gosh. Here we go.
So
I need to know. Okay. When did
Oh,
you start
gosh.
playing? When did you stop playing? And
We're
what character
extending
did
the
you play?
podcast an extra hour. Sorry, go on.
Well, I started at TBC.
Okay. Start then.
And I started then. And then I played till Cataclysm. And I'm gonna show you what I have as a memory from 2010, standing in line at midnight waiting for the game to release.
Yes, the
And I
collector's
bought
edition. Yes.
Can we see?
I see it.
Show it.
Yeah.
I have.
I'm
This
not
is
sure, but-
14 years old and I'm still using it. I just don't want.
Okay.
I bought it when Cataclysm was released, and it's a Worgen on it, and it said World of Warcraft Cataclysm on it, and I just can't get rid of it. It
Back
still
when you
works.
bought the physical copies.
Frosty,
Yes.
before he was a Diablo 4 super fan, is a World of Warcraft fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
World of-
it's a
I still
great
am.
game. World of Warcraft was so great. I did go back. I played Legion, and I played Battle
Legion
of
was
Battle
good.
of-
Legion was
Oh,
good.
Demon Hunter is the best of all time.
Oh, you're melee player. I got it.
But Legion and Battle of Azeroth we played, and then from there it was like, nah. Now
I think
it's just,
Shadowlands was a good idea. That was a horrible expansion.
I think I tried, but we didn't. We didn't continue after
It's
that.
fine.
No.
It's fine. And yes, it is getting late, so we might have to switch to our next scene soon. But before we do, I want to say one thing about season 5, or two things.
Yep.
Because we're getting a lot of information today / tomorrow.
today. Yeah.
The two main things that I know is the uniques are getting a major rework. So there's going to be a lot of cool and fun uniques. Windforce might actually be good for once, which I've been hoping it would be, because since D2 Windforce was the shit, and then since then it's been garbage. So I'm happy about that. And the other thing I can't remember right now, it's about 3 a.m. over here, and I am forgetting what I
But
was
you
gonna
had a
say.
cup of coffee.
I did. I did. That's why I'm up right now. That's why I'm so active.
I'm good to go. I'm good to switch. I mean, I had the Vessel of Hatred.
We don't need to see the Spiritborn. We don't need it. It's fine. It's coming.
You don't want to see
It's
the
there, we know.
gorilla. You don't want to see the
we
gorilla.
know.
You're
we
right.
know it's there.
Moving Linda to the hot seat. All right, Linda, you are officially between. Yeah, hold it back. Officially between two
there you go.
portals. Now, normally in this segment, it's more rapid fire. Okay, so Frosty will ask a question, then I'll ask a question, and you can answer in one word, you can answer in a paragraph, whatever you want. But this is the rapid fire portion. This is also the anything goes when it comes to questions. So. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. I'll go first. You are Swedish, correct?
Sí, and then I say it in Spanish. Ja.
Okay.
Ja.
Do you like Swedish fish candy?
I actually do like it. I just don't eat candy.
Ever?
Okay.
No.
Never. When was the last time you had a piece of candy?
I eat if I know the ingredients.
Is it your national candy?
Nah. So here's the funny thing, short story. I've been to America and they said, oh, you have Swedish fish. You like Swedish fish, blah, blah, blah. You know Swedish fish? And I was like, what's Swedish fish? What is
You just
that?
call them fish over there.
And then they showed me and I was like, oh, the fish candy? You have it here? You call it Swedish fish? Okay, I didn't know it was Swedish,
We
but okay,
just
cool.
call it fit. That's funny. All right, go ahead, Frosty.
But yeah, it's
All right,
not.
so-
It's a good taste. Yeah.
Good. So something tells me you're a big coffee fan. If so, why do you use instant coffee?
What?
Oh yeah, this is a thing. People are very judgy when it comes to instant coffee. But I have found, I don't have it here now. I have found a coffee that is organic and it's really, really good. So now I use instant coffee because it's really good. I like it and it goes really fast. It's easy to make and it takes no time. And I can just boil
That was
water
one of
and
my
then just,
question.
you
What
know.
is your morning coffee? How do you take it?
Big as my face?
And it's instant coffee.
It's instant coffee. It's one
Okay.
teaspoon and a little bit more, and then it's water, and then it's like water until here, I would say,
Mhm.
and then it's rest is milk, and then
Okay,
I
nice.
always fill it all the way up.
Okay.
All
What is your favorite build in Last Epoch?
Right now, I must say, I'm really loving the Void Knight right now.
Oh.
Brow didn't.
Oh,
I started
gosh.
Void Knight. I really liked it, but
You're listening to Brow? Brow, you're not
I
in
do.
stream,
He
right?
made a great.
I know.
He was here, I think. But yeah, he did a great Void Knight that I actually tried now, and it's working so well.
You just
so
made
that's really
you just
fun.
you just made his week, so that's good.
I love
he'll
it,
have
but
to
I do
clip
love it.
it.
It was really cool. Also, I tried a Beast Master, is it right? Poison Nova build.
Mhm.
Oh,
That
you're a
was
scorpion.
really- and that one was also super fun. But my all-time favorite is Werebear. I just wish it wasn't so slow.
Got it. Oh, I've got a couple
How-
Werebear questions. Go ahead, Frosty.
How does it feel playing Last Epoch without a loot filter?
Who put you up to this, Frosty?
I have the same
I-
question. What
Huh?
do you have
That's what
against
I've been
loot
seeing.
filters?
You look up your
It's-
name on Google, it's what it says.
doesn't like loot filters.
Wait
No
a
loot
second. Do
filter.
you actually play the game without a loot filter? Like nothing?
I hide normal magic, and then eventually when I start getting exalted, I hide rare.
Okay.
The thing is, I think it's more like, but what if something drops that could be good for something else? You know?
Okay, just to be clear, if you're hiding common, magic, and rare, you are using a loot filter. You're just not
Okay.
going like a crazy, like 700 line loot filter.
Nay, I look at
Yeah.
everything that drops. I look at it, but yeah, I am using a loot filter.
The
Still, it's not
Diablo-
enough for many people. Majority think it's not really using a loot filter. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
way
an
better than
inventory
not
filled with
using it at all.
yellows.
Huh?
You have an inventory filled with yellows usually after a few monoliths, right?
I do have one tab with yellows.
Okay, just making sure. Just
Yeah.
checking on that.
I'm supposed to ask you, what does the word sluta mean?
It means stop it in Swedish. It's sluta.
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 Frosty,
So
I could say
oh.
that word.
So, what is the most embarrassing thing that you did on stream?
oof. I never do anything embarrassing.
Hmm.
Come on.
What have I done? Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Okay, if you can't think of anything, think about it for a little bit. But do you
I
have a
don't know if I ever get embarrassed.
I
I
danced
do-
in Lederhosen with my wife to polka music. That was
But
my...
that's not embarrassing. That's
Yeah.
fun.
It's super embarrassing.
It's your point of view, maybe, but I think that was fun. Sounds like fun. But no, I think I accidentally called someone a Spanish pervert in chat. That's mostly
Okay.
I think. But I don't
Frosty's
have...
like, I
don't
do
have-
that every day. That's not too bad.
Yeah, that's how I start my streams.
No, I don't know if I do anything. I'm probably not aware of it.
What about like snorting? Have you ever laughed and like snorted or anything like that?
Yeah, but I still wouldn't say that's embarrassing.
Okay.
And rarely laugh snort, but I wouldn't care if I did.
Yeah.
Probably.
Has maybe your bird has attacked you on stream before or anything like that?
No,
No.
luckily, but he poops on me.
That
On stream.
that should count.
Yeah, that accounts.
That would count.
I have to scoop a little bird poop sometimes. Yeah.
If you could have your own unique item in Last Epoch, what would it be? What would it do?
100% increased movement speed for werebear.
Oh my gosh. Too slow?
Yes. I don't know. That's a hard one. I don't know. It's very hard because if you want your own unique, well, I do have, but I don't want that as a unique. I want it as skins.
Okay.
MTX, I think. For werebear and for Swarmblade,
Yeah.
how when you wear armor, you don't really see the armor when you're transformed.
You could
So it
turn
would
into
be
a
fun.
polar bear. You could look like a
I
polar
know,
bear.
but I need to have. Then I have to be a cold werebear.
Yep.
But I told Josh, from EHG, that I would love to have the werebear have different skins. Like you can have panda. You can have. We were talking about Winnie the Pooh and such, but I think that's copyrighted. But things like that would be super fun to
Just
have.
so you know, one of my channel leaders, his name is Guilty, has been pushing for a were panda, without exaggeration, for 4 years. For weeks
Really?
and weeks, he has pushed for a were panda. It's like his #1 thing. So,
Yeah,
and
that's good.
EHG's
Keep pushing,
and
Guilty.
EHG's always like, we know, were panda. So, just FYI. We
And then the
saw that.
Swarmblade, I mentioned this to Josh as well. A bumblebee, a giant bumblebee. How cute would
They
that be?
love bees. EHG loves bees.
That
Oh,
would sell. That would sell.
That would be
So, how often do you think about Diablo 4 while playing Last Epoch?
well, now because the new season comes out, I am playing a bit on my own off stream. So I guess a little, but not really.
All the
When
time.
I'm in the game,
Got it.
when
Constantly.
but yeah, I when I'm in the game, I'm in the game.
Okay.
usually. So.
Why? Word on the street is you hate gaming chairs. Is this true? I know.
Word ever made.
I hate my
Yeah.
chair too.
What do you have?
I don't even know. I just sit on it. I don't even lean back on it. People have leaned back on this and fallen. It's
What does it say on your pillow?
I don't know.
Race?
It's upside down. It's upside down.
You're
Casey,
just a
nah.
disaster.
Doesn't
it's
matter. I
probably
don't know.
like this one, you know, this racing chair, and it's
Yeah,
just,
I don't want to advertise this. It's fine.
but it's a I don't know why I thought this was gonna be because it's a gaming chair and
Yeah,
your
they
game
lie.
and lies, all lies.
is,
If
yeah.
you
Like, the
want a
best
good
chairs
chair,
don't look good.
office chair, a proper freaking ergonomic office chair. Just saying.
You just don't look cool while you're in one.
You look like a proper office worker, but you'll feel great.
So, why did you not play the Path of Exile's new league?
Because I don't know Path of Exile enough. I played Path of Exile 3 years ago, I think it was. We played it through and through. We went through the whole campaign. I don't remember a lot. We did the labyrinth and so on, but now I have said this. I think PoE is kind of bloated with league content.
Oh yeah.
So I feel very overwhelmed going back.
I'm a new
and-
player. I'm attempting. It's so overwhelming. And like I said, I have 10 hours to play during the week. That is not enough time. That is not enough time.
Nah, it's overwhelming now. So that's why PoE 2 is going to be, it's so great that they're
Fresh
doing
start. Yeah.
But yeah, so when this new, I played Necropolis. I started when Necropolis came out, the former league. But I just didn't feel it. And then now this one came out and I was like, okay, but should I just play the game, you know, the main game and, you know, learn that first and then we can do everything else. But nah, I'm just going to wait. It's just, there's so many other people streaming PoE, so I think they can do that and then I'll do LE for now.
I like the way you think. I think that's a good decision.
Speaking of Last Epoch, do you have any phone games? It's nothing to do with Last Epoch. It just
my random. I tried to play to download Immortal, but it doesn't work on my phone. I have a really shitty phone, so no. The thing I play is basically I have a solitaire, and then you know. But it's it's like when I'm so bored, or when I'm just nothing. Yeah, I rarely play on my phone.
Halloween costume this year. I was told pirate.
Pirate?
That's what I hear. Halloween costume for this year, Linda. Pirate. No.
Well, we can actually do Halloween this year because I kind of was new to streaming last year. I haven't thought about it. It's soon Halloween. Oh wow.
October.
Yeah, there was
geez.
there has been some pirate talk because of my bird, and I should have him on my shoulder. But
that actually makes sense. Okay, that's what it is. You have a bird.
Yeah. He won't be in on it, so that's not gonna.
He
work.
won't leave its cage, so it doesn't work.
And if it does,
and
it
if he
poops on
does,
you.
he's not gonna. Yeah, that also, but he's not gonna sit on my shoulder for a long time. I can tell you that.
What's your bird's name? I don't remember if you said.
I call him Snooties.
Okay.
It's like a name you call little children.
Frosty, can you repeat it? What's the name of the bird?
Snooties?
Snooties.
Snooties.
Snooties. It's like my little. I don't even know any English words for that, but his real name is Gul, which is yellow in Swedish. But I never ever call him that.
You should call him Sluta. That's the
basically what I tell him all the time. So it might as well be.
If you were to get another bird, what species and would it be a rescue?
I would love. My dream is to have a place where I could have rescues. Yes, I feel like many people get pets It doesn't really have to be birds, but yeah, I don't know why I have such a weakness for birds. It's probably because I had one when I was young.
Yeah.
And he meant so much to me. I had him from when I was 6 until I was 16. So that was like my whole childhood, basically, my whole growing up. I think that's why. So yeah, if I could, I would definitely rescue birds. I see we have a pond around in the park, and we have duckies there. And I saw a duck limping, and I wanted to, like, I was almost crying.
Yeah.
I almost cried, and I just want to, but
Just help the
I
duck.
don't have
yeah.
any means to do it. I live in a small We live in a small apartment. There's no way, but eventually, hopefully, yeah.
It's very, very
Well, you're gonna
heartwarming.
blow up as a streamer, and then you'll have all the money you need. So it's totally fine.
That's true. That's
It's
true.
for the animals.
See, there you go. That'll work.
Speaking of heartwarming, my final question here is: what's your favorite Swedish curse word?
Fitta.
What?
Fitta.
Okay.
It means it's the C word in English.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm
I'm not gonna repeat that.
I don't think, maybe for you it doesn't sound that bad.
The C word here in the U.S. is a pretty intense curse word. So, yeah, is it like the UK version of the C word?
Maybe it's I don't know. I think if I say it now, I say it even when my parents are around and they're like,
Okay, yeah, it's probably more
Linda, and I was like, come on,
more UK
we're grown
than
ups
the
here,
US
come on.
version. Got it.
I swear a lot, I do.
The C word is that's up there.
Yeah.
I also
Might be
use
our
the word
highest rated curse
prostitute,
word.
but the worst word for prostitute.
I mean, the C word is over the F word for sure.
Yeah, it is. It is. Here it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I use
yeah.
that a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Is it true that you used to love horror games and scary games?
It's my favorite game genre, actually. That's what I did when I started my YouTube. That's what I played because I was so scared to play them.
Five Nights.
So I haven't played that because that's not my type of game that I like.
So give us some examples of like games you covered on your YouTube channel, your favorite horror games.
So many. I played so many. I played Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
I started 4, but yeah. I played all kind of indie games that came out. That was my focus, to play indie horror games that came out. Then I realized everyone's doing that, so that's a smart move. But Amnesia, I haven't covered it on my YouTube, but it's one of my top horror games for sure. Yeah, I don't know if people know, but there's a lot. I played Dead Space. I played some Swedish horror games that was really neat as well, called Northern Hymn or something. It's a lot of them, but not very huge. They're more indie games.
Okay. I played Phasmophobia. Did you ever play Phasmophobia?
I did, yeah. And then I think it was great in the beginning and then for a while. And then I think they change. When you work on a game too long, they change too much.
It loses its luster.
Yeah, it loses what you enjoyed from the beginning. So now it's not, I don't play it anymore.
Final question. Why do you hate side scrollers?
I don't know. I don't think there's a reason. It just doesn't.
Like Mega Man?
It's just not fun. The
Like
same
Mega Man?
and platforming. I don't know. I just like. I like when you can see and you can explore and so on. I think that's the problem.
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Mario?
No,
Mario 3.
Well,
Come on. No? No, she didn't have that.
I mean, I
Doesn't like it.
played
Doesn't
it,
like
but
it.
it's not my favorite. No, it's not
Okay,
my favorite.
that's fine. Linda, you have successfully survived being between two portals. All right, everybody. We're going to switch scenes, and we're going to open up the Q&A from the audience. So on YouTube, X, and Twitch, if you have any questions for Linda, now is the time. All
Exciting.
right, here we go. Let's see if anybody they're gonna be like, can you say the bad word again or something like that? Let's see.
They're all wanting to.
Yeah, that's
all
the whole
talking about
chat is
that.
talking
Are
about.
there any Swedes in chat? Maybe.
It doesn't even matter at this point.
Every Linda, have you ever played Maple Story?
No, I haven't. I heard about it, but I haven't. And also, I should add, it's a huge thing maybe to know, but I'm not a lore person. So when I play games, I skip everything.
I thought you like the story stuff. No?
No, I'm not a story person. I did do it
I
for
agree.
Diablo because Diablo is so simple. It's like hell, heaven, poof,
Yeah, yeah.
ah, you know, war.
Mhm.
So easy. Diablo has 2 brothers. Cool. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
That's like my lore interest, and I would never care for lore. I've actually played every single game in my life, skipping all dialogues and all cutscenes.
Yes. Does your audience get mad at you for doing that?
I don't do it on stream, but they're probably a bit shocked and upset that I don't like lore and story as much as they do sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Maple Story is a story game, right? It's I think it's the big part of that game is the story. I think so. I think I looked into it a while ago, but yeah. So I guess it wasn't just for me. It just wasn't for me.
Okay. Did you ever play Sacred 2?
No, I never got to do that because stuff came in between. We did play Sacred 1 on stream.
What's your favorite
So,
brand of coffee?
It's from the Austrian grocery stores that we have here. I don't know what it's called, but it's organic and it tastes great.
Okay. Somebody said they're from Denmark when you asked, is there any Swedish people in chat? That was so far, that's all I've seen.
There was a Danish.
That's all I've seen.
They should know the swear words.
D4 Gigachad 32 wants to know, have you ever played Monster Hunter World?
I have. Yes.
Oh, nice.
It's
What
just-
weapon did you use?
Big ass sword.
Big ass sword. Great sword. All right, awesome.
I think I did. Yeah, I think it was like a big sword, but it's also not my type of game.
Yeah, I love that game.
Exathia says best sword to have.
I know.
Kaiser says it was me. I'm a Dane, of course.
It's a Dane.
Ask her what her
Yeah.
favorite thing about streaming and her least favorite thing about streaming.
The best thing about streaming is that we get to play games and we get to hang out with people that actually enjoy the same game or the games in general, and it's just so fun. Also sharing now, I don't know how you guys are, but since I started YouTube and streaming, I cannot play games on my own. I want to share it.
Oh.
I want to play together. So I have a really hard time now playing games alone. But that's the best part, to do it together.
Yep.
And meet so many great people. What would you say? What do you think, guys?
Oh my gosh.
Do you play with your audience?
Nah.
Uh,
I don't play with people. Nah.
Linda-
Sometimes. No, I'm just lying. I played Lethal. What is it called? Lethal Company with chat. Yeah.
I think you and me kind of had this, actually Frosty as well. All three of us started on YouTube and then from YouTube migrated to Twitch, which I think is actually the best way to do it, because you build up a little bit of a following, you build up a community, and then it is very different. You move from that, you're making movies, which is static, to live. I always think of it like actors moving from making a movie to like Broadway, a live, like it's very, very, very different. But and
you get feedback live now instead of after, when you can take a moment and think about what you want to answer. Now it's like on the spot, so you're like, oh shit, no.
Yeah, Anyone wanting to stream, I do suggest doing that. Doing a YouTube, a TikTok, Twitter, and then going to stream. Because
Yeah.
if you stream and out of nowhere you have 0 people watching you, Twitch is horrible at growing your audience.
Yep.
Because think about it. Think you go to a page. Do you scroll all the way down to the person who's got 0 people watching? You don't. You just kind of look at the top like 3 rows and then you pick someone.
That's exactly. I
So-
mean, it's literally exactly right.
It's funny though, because when I started streaming, I was streaming a game called Fear and Hunger. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's a kind of wicked game. It's really,
Yeah.
really special, really, really unique, but very fun and gruesome. So that's what really got popular on my YouTube, and that's what I started streaming. And yeah, but then when I didn't stream that anymore, I streamed Assassin's Creed, and then those actually they're still with me in chat.
nice.
Not now, but they came to Assassin's Creed and went to the least viewers or very few viewers, and then started
Oh.
jumping so they could talk. Some people actually like going to.
That actually makes
Uh,
sense. I get what you're saying.
uh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because you go to those bigger streamers, you're just lost in
You're
the
not- you're
crowd.
ignored.
right?
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
get to discuss anything because you get lost in the
Yeah.
everything. So some people just enjoy when it's smaller, and yeah,
True.
I've noticed the change that some people were more there when it was less people, and now it's
Yeah, I
And
created
guess-
a YouTube, then created the Discord, and then as the community grew, everybody wanted to like hang out, and that's what my stream started as, was just like all right, like work's over, let's like hang out, hang out with the friends, hang out with the community. Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Oh, I guess one more tip for someone who doesn't want to do a YouTube or anything and they want to just jump right into streaming. If you play a game that's obscure and you go into that category and there's like 10 people streaming it, you can start there because there will be people wanting to watch people in those weird categories, not weird, but less known categories, and they might click on you. You have a lot higher chance of them clicking on you than if you're playing like PoE on its new launch and you don't have anyone watching.
Yeah, that's always my number one advice, is that you need to find a game that you really, really like, that you're passionate about, that literally has almost nobody covering it, that you believe could be the next Vampire Survivors, the next Dark and Darker, the next game that could potentially get big. I mean, I was playing last Epoch when there was literally like 60 players in the world playing it. It's been a very. I've made 700 videos on YouTube. For
When I looked
Epoch.
up Last Epoch, I found Aaron pretty quickly, and that's where I got all the information for my video.
It worked out.
Yeah, but I agree with you guys. That's a great advice. If you want to really start on Twitch right away, yeah, don't go on the big shots. Like, don't go into the big games. I
But to the
guess.
second half of that question, what do you dislike about streaming?
I think dislike is probably not that I dislike it, but I think it's the negativity sometimes, like we mentioned before, and also in the beginning there was a lot of people want to share their traumas, or trauma dumping is a huge thing, and that's kind of hard to deal with because I'm not a psychotherapist or a therapist at all. I don't really know what you want me to do. So it's
They
not
they
that I
want
don't
you to
feel with
listen. It's
people.
honestly, they just want you to listen.
I know,
That's- yeah.
but maybe this is not the forum,
Yeah.
So I had to kind of somehow, mitigate that, or like we come here, we relax, we're not gonna think about shit. The world doesn't exist. Let's just have fun. Sometimes we do go into stuff that's we're bashing a little bit on America sometimes. But,
What?
Everyone does that.
America.
America, hell yeah.
That's
I'm not
right.
gonna say the F word. Oh.
America.
No, I'm just joking. But yeah, I think that's the probably the negativity sometimes for game. But there's not a lot of negative things about it. It's just also, I would say, more difficult. Not negative, but more difficult is that everyone's so different that you have to kind of be able to handle all kinds of personalities. That's interesting to me. That's fun, but could be a challenge sometimes.
Kaiser, get out of here. I thought bashing America's a must. Get out of here. Get out of here. Aaron and Frosty are so talkative when it comes to the community, of course. I just noticed Aaron didn't shave. I know. Anybody have any other... Did I miss anything? Any other questions for Linda? Or Frosty or me? See, see, there's nothing to be nervous about, Linda. See? We're like way over on time, too. I just...
Yeah, I know.
I just figured I'm kind of just watching Frosty's eyes glaze over, so I don't want the podcast to end because it's like...
Frosty's gonna fall asleep on stream.
It's 3:12.
You could just change the category to "I'm only sleeping," and then you can make money out of Frosty.
Yeah.
It is late. It is
How
late here.
can we find? Oh, this. Yeah, Linda. Why don't you tell everybody your socials? They said, "How can we find you?"
Ooh, well, I'm only on YouTube and Twitch. I don't have any socials. I don't use social media. I'm living under the rock. Tinfoil hat.
I think
I just feel like there's a lot of, as I've mentioned, negativity. I'm fine without knowing anything. So yeah, it's YouTube or Twitch.
No, that's great. That is.
I don't use it.
That is great. And everybody, I will post this. I'll repost this on YouTube, and it'll have all Linda's socials, her YouTube and her Twitch on it as well. Twitch handle. What is your Twitch handle?
Is that my name? Like Twitch handle?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Lee March. Yeah, Lee March.
I know. There was like, you should have just made your channel Linda, which would have been easier, you know?
If there only was one Linda in the world. So easy.
Oh, yeah.
There's another Frostylaroo. I had to put a TV at the end.
Right. Frosty's links are in there as well.
Where is your name from, Frosty? How did you come up with it?
Oh, okay. I play World of Warcraft as usually a Frost Mage. And so I had a character named Frost Shade because you can't get Frost. Everyone likes the word Frost. Okay, it's taken like everywhere. And then back in the day, I saw a parody video for Dark Souls, and it stuck in my head. But it was like two best friends played Dark Souls, and they're like, "What are we gonna name our character?" And for some reason, they said, "Of course, we're gonna name it Frostylaroo." And I don't know why that stayed in my head for all these years, but when it came to me figuring out my YouTube name, I wanted to, I don't know, I just called it Frostylaroo because I wanted to keep Frost or Frosty in the name because I figured people would end up calling me that if I made it long enough, and I guess that's kind of how it ended up anyway. So that's it. That's the story.
That's so cool, though. Laroo. Does it even mean anything, or is it just...
No, it means nothing. I even spelled it wrong, too.
Frostyloo. Frostyloo.
Frostyloo.
You're like, darn it. Oh, yeah, it is what it is.
Or what did Asmund say? Like, Frostylaroo.
Frostylaroo. Mr. LaRue. Hey, Frosty, who do you... I think... who has more gray?
I do. I probably do. I don't know.
I have some gray here.
This is all gray.
I see your sides are gray. My sides aren't gray, but my front is gray.
But down.
Oh yeah, you've got some gray.
I don't know.
You're 36, right?
Yeah.
88.
88.
Yeah, she's 36 too. I'm the old man of the group.
All right, month. What month?
The good year. The good year.
Oh gosh.
Probably older than me.
I wasn't. Yeah, you had your birthday now, so yeah, I'm older than you.
Okay. I'm the youngest on the stream here.
Yeah, you're the kid here.
Yeah.
Little baby.
I'm the old man. My gray's
Yeah,
coming.
but-
I got 4 kids, so my gray's coming in fast. They're getting too big.
You have 4 kids?
Yeah, I've got 18, 15, 12, and 9.
What?
Those are
How,
their
how old
ages.
were you when you got your first kid?
I don't know. I'm 39, so 21.
Wow, young dad.
Well, thanks everyone for joining the podcast today.
Everybody for Frosty right now. It's 3:16 in the morning. It's 3:16 in the morning.
I have work tomorrow.
Do you really?
Yes,
All
I
right.
do.
All right. Everybody,
Okay.
huge thanks for everybody that tuned in. If you didn't catch the whole thing, the VOD will be up on Twitch and the video will be up on YouTube tomorrow, or I guess I should say today. Today, or at least later today, we have the Diablo 4 Season 5 Campfire, and on Friday, we've got the Titan Quest 2 gameplay reveal. Linda, thank you
Thanks.
so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us
No,
today.
thank you for having me.
This
I was
was
so happy
great.
you wanted to have me here. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
Everybody said we needed some female energy, so this is perfect. This is
Yes.
perfect. And Frosty was even respectful, you know. So
Yeah.
even
Coherent
this-
words.
Yeah,
coherent
Frosty, you were
words.
great today. Good job.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
Frosty.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty great.
Yeah.
Since you're half drunk, I mean half asleep, you get the you get the final word, and then I'm pushing the button. When you give me the thumbs up, I'm hitting
Okay.
it. You could say the goodbyes.
That's it for today's episode of the Town Portal Podcast. A huge thank you to our guest Linda for joining us and sharing her thoughts, insights, and morning with us all. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Town Portal Podcast, where the gamers unite, along with Aaron and Frosty. We're taking flight, tune in, level up, turn the quest in the world of action. We're the best. Welcome to the Town Portal Podcast.
Why, hello, everyone. Dun, dun, dun. All right. It is 1:18 a.m. for me. I thought we could chat for just a little bit. What did everybody think? Poor sleepy LaRue. I know, he's so tired. So tired. Oh, you keep going. Normally, so again, normally this podcast is 6 hours, sometimes 7 hours earlier. But since Linda is 8 hours ahead, we had to like push the podcast super far back, which is fine, just to make sure that everybody is awake. And Frosty obviously took the brunt of that, so thank you, Frosty. But normally we do a pre-show, so I go live for 2 hours before the podcast. Then we have the podcast. Then we have the post show where I get feedback and see what everybody thinks. But so yeah, good podcast, good format. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I like the time portal. You like it? I know Linda's awesome. Can next time let her go midnight stream? Okay, so next time if Linda comes on, it'll be early for me and Frosty and make Linda go midnight. You liked it, Flinzer? Sounds like a deal. Oh, man. See that? Linda just confirmed she'll go midnight, so we could drink our coffee and relax. And hey, Linda, I can't believe I'm asking you more questions at this point. Are you a night, like a night owl? Do you go to bed super late? Or like, are you high functioning late at night? And she's right. It's customary of the U.S. It is customary to make fun of the U.S. if you're outside. We make it too easy. I know. I'm so tired. Aaron bullied me into staying up. Me? I bullied you? Yes, but I try to get up early. But yeah, my best hours are close to midnight. Oh, interesting. That's awesome. Next time, Linda and Christina. That's a lot of female energy. You want me to bring the wife on? Wifey action RPG? I'm trying to figure out your accent. She's Swedish. Christina would be cool with Linda. Who else could we bring on? Tink. We could bring on Tink. Linda. Wifey. I don't really know Ellie. Ellie doesn't use camera, right? I don't think she ever has her camera on. I could be wrong, though. VTuber is a whole other issue to get into the podcast. Yeah, I don't know how that would work. Not impossible, just harder to work around. That's true. Okay. 1:22 a.m. for me. This is also my second stream of the day. I think I'm going to call it right now. What a fun night. I knew this was going to be a fun podcast. I also knew that, like, you know, me and Frosty kind of come up with the format of questions and what we're going to go over. And this kind of went that way. But that's fun. I actually think that makes it, I don't know, more entertaining. More entertaining. And I didn't think we were actually going to talk a ton about Titan Quest 2. And that could have been probably a much longer segment. Huge thanks for you, Aaron. It was so great. Oh, you're very welcome. I hope you have a good day. Okay. Hey, Linda, are you going to go live? You should go live and I could raid you. I could send everyone over. I'm just saying, if you want to go live, I can do that. Yeah, let's go. I have no idea what time Linda normally streams. I just know in the morning, right? And then I'll go to bed, wake up, and then she can raid me when I... No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm starting now then. All right, yeah, start your stream. Infinity loop, right? Ooh, that would have been a good question. How many cups of coffee does she drink a day? She said she fills it all the way to the top. So is it a one big cup of coffee? Or does she have multiple? Two to three? Oh, not sure if it's a giant mug or regular, but she drinks 2 to 3 cups of coffee. She said she drinks instant coffee. I don't know if I've ever had instant coffee. You just you just stir it. Yeah, the camera makes the mug size weird. She could also be like maybe a very small person. I don't know. Okay, Linda is live. Perfect. All right, everybody. Thank you all for joining the podcast. If you missed any part of it, the VODs will be up, and the actual breakdown of only that part of the stream will be on YouTube tomorrow. I'm literally going to raid Linda, and then I'm going to export that video right now. Thank you all for coming out, and I'll see you all in, I don't know, 8-9 hours, because we've got the D4 campfire today. So I'll see you all for that. Have a great day, night, morning, whatever time it is. Go hang out with Linda. Bye.